Henderson State University offers a nurturing classroom environment with caring faculty who will invest in your career success. You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come check us out. Visit hsu.edu/get ready for additional information. Did you know that Henderson State University offers the only aviation degree in Arkansas? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come fly with us. Visit hsu.edu/aviation for additional information.
The EAB Sports Network presents Stuttgart-Ricebird football on Country 97.3 thanks to these sponsors: Ag Heritage, Baptist Health Stuttgart, Blue Seal Petroleum, Brothers Realty, Coker Hampton, Sutherland's, Durden Heating and Cooling, Express Employment, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus, Southern Bancorp, Harry's Rapid Lube, The Katy Shack, Konechny Insurance, Lane, Max Prairie Wings, Pico Foods, Petrus Auto Group, Pearson Company, Prairie Implement Company, Producers Rice Mill, Progressive Tractor and Implement, Red River Ford Toyota, Senator Ronald Caldwell, Stedman's Ace Hardware, Techstream, U.S. Irrigation, and Wilkerson Jewelers. Now, here's voice of the Ricebirds, Lynn Keller.
Well, a very pleasant good evening, everyone. We welcome you inside the press box at Ned Mosley Stadium, which is on the campus of Stuttgart High School in Stuttgart, Arkansas. I'm Lynn Keller, sitting alongside my good friend and broadcast partner, Brent Whitman, and we are bringing you Ricebird football, and it's going to be a dandy tonight as the Stuttgart Ricebirds take on the Warren Lumberjacks, your undefeated Stuttgart Ricebirds. This is a big game for playoff seeding, of course, and it's also a big night for the seniors. And Brent, right now we're watching the Ricebird seniors being introduced on the field, and I think this is the biggest group that I've seen in years.
No doubt, yeah, a big group there with the 19 or 20 seniors, I think, out there. Yeah, just a big group, and they have all played a part in this undefeated season so far.
They really have. It's been a great year so far, and, of course, a lot of football yet to play, and we're excited for tonight's game as well. But also excited for these seniors. Coach Price and I talk about that on his coaches show usually on senior night, but we've still got a minimum of 3 games to play.
We do.
So we thought we'd put that off a little bit later and give us a little something to talk about as the season begins to wind down. And, again, because the Ricebirds still have 2 regular season games, and they're assured of a playoff game as well. So the Ricebirds, at least 3 games to go here in this season, and certainly looking forward to that. Now, next week the Ricebirds will still be on the road. They'll go to Star City, and then they'll follow that on the following Thursday on the road at Hamburg. So we've got 2 road games to finish off the regular season, Brent.
Yeah, we do. One is a long road trip, as you mentioned, on a Thursday night. And, hopefully if the Ricebirds can get away with the win here tonight, that game will be for an undefeated regular season and a conference title.
You bet. And a number 1 seed and a home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
That's right. Home field advantage all the way through the playoffs, just like the Birds had in 2012.
Yes, made a big difference then.
It did. It certainly did.
And it could make a big difference this year. But, again, 1 game at a time. Yeah. And, boy, this is a big one here tonight. The Stuttgart Ricebirds and the Warren Lumberjacks are going to be meeting for the 33rd time tonight here at Ned Mosley Stadium, going back to 1934. Now, the Warren Lumberjacks lead the series 20 games to 12, but hadn't always been that way. The Ricebirds won the first 5 meetings between these 2 teams and actually held an advantage on up into the 2000s, but going 0 for 8 for the last, 6 years at Warren has given the Warren Lumberjacks an 8-game lead, but Birds looking to turn that around here tonight. We're going to get started. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the Warren Lumberjacks. We'll also look back on last week's big win over the Monticello Billies, and we'll get started on all that on the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show that starts in 4 minutes.
Number 62, Carmelo Minter. When it comes to harvest season, you're no stranger to long hours, which is why your Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement in Stuttgart, is extending their parts and service hours to help you be ready during this crucial time of year. Trust factory-trained technicians to provide knowledgeable expertise and quick turnaround times. Ask Progressive Tractor and Implement about their next-day parts availability and count on their professionals to help ensure that your equipment stays up and running all day or all night for maximum production and bushels. Contact your local Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement, for more information.
Are you tired of leaking on yourself? Tired of those embarrassing moments? Do you have chronic sciatica? Low back pain? Are you experiencing painful intercourse? Hemorrhoids? Maybe you're dealing with erectile dysfunction. Would you like to improve your balance? And oh, the incontinence. Did you know that all of that can be resolved in as little as 3 weeks? That's right, only 28 minutes twice a week for 3 weeks. Most people notice a difference after their second session. The Encella by BTL is so easy to use. You stay fully clothed. It's totally non-invasive. And there is 95% patient satisfaction. This is a breakthrough for incontinence and ED. And we here at the Katie Shack have made all of this relief possible for you. So why put up with those symptoms, especially now that you know that there is a cure? We have special financing available, and we have amazing affordable packaging deals. This is FDA approved and proven. Please call us at 870-873-4300 and let us help you on this journey to a better, healthier way of life.
Hello, this is Kevin Wingfield with Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services in Stuttgart. If you're looking to purchase or refinance farm real estate, equipment, cattle, or need capital for your crop operating expenses, we finance it all and share our profits through our patronage program. At Ag Heritage, we have friendly loan officers, competitive rates, and most of all, a lender who provides you with a financing package tailor-made to fit your individual needs. Please contact Kyle Stoveson or myself, Kevin Wingfield, in Stuttgart at 870-673-1558. Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services is an equal housing lender.
Baptist Health Women's Clinic Stuttgart is committed to providing quality patient care through all stages of a woman's life. We understand that different health concerns come with each new phase of a woman's life, so we provide education services, trained staff, and a board-certified OBGYN to meet every female body need. From pregnancy and childbirth to osteoporosis and gynecological exams, Baptist Health delivers the care you need to pursue a lifetime of wellness. Learn more at BaptistHealthWomen.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Farmers and Merchants Bank was founded in Stuttgart, Arkansas over 80 years ago on the founding principle of ensuring the hardworking folks in our communities could borrow money to run their farms and ensure their legacy could be passed on for generations to come. As we look to the future, our foundation remains firmly planted in the values that have guided us in being the bank for our customers for 80 decades: integrity, community, and trust. Farmers and Merchants Bank, in your corner every season, every harvest. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Blue Seal Petroleum, serving you is their privilege. Blue Seal extends a heartfelt thank you to their valued customers across Arkansas and surrounding counties. Your trust in Blue Seal for your fuel, tire, and service needs is truly appreciated. It's your loyalty that has fueled their commitment to excellence for over 80 years. From the entire team at Blue Seal Petroleum, thank you for choosing them. They're here for you always. When you need them, call Blue Seal in DeWitt at 870-946-2281. And for Stuttgart, call 870-673-3126.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
And we welcome you to the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, site of the big 8-4A conference matchup between the Warren Lumberjacks and the Stuttgart Ricebirds. The Warren Lumberjacks come into tonight's game with a 5-2 overall record. They're 3-1 in conference. Here's how they got to their current record. They lost at home to Greenbrier to open the season 57-32. They traveled to Whitehall and won that game 28-14, and then their third non-conference game of the season was at Watson Chapel, and that was a 42-0 win. Now, they opened conference play at home, beating DeWitt 28-26 on a back-and-forth affair that the DeWitt Dragons were right in it to the very end. Then they traveled to Monticello, a real grudge match there, and trailed for most of that game before finally winning at the end 27-23. Then they traveled to Hamburg, and they lost at Hamburg 67-54 in what looks more like a basketball score than a football score. And then last week, they won at home over Star City 42-14. Now, looking at the rest of their schedule, in addition to traveling to Stuttgart tonight, they will host Helena next week, and then they'll travel to Crossit the final week of the season. The Warren Lumberjacks, coached by Bo Embry, he's 266-64-1 at Warren going into tonight's game. 10-3 overall last season, first in conference. They lost in the third round of the playoffs at Little Rock Mills in overtime, 47-40. Now, they've won at least 10 games in each of the last 4 seasons, including 4 conference championships, and are 5-1 over Stuttgart in that span, having played the Birds twice in 21 and 22. That's 2 regular season games and 2 playoff games in the same year. The Birds beat Warren in the first game of 31-28. The Jacks beat the Birds last year in Warren by a final score of 55-20. Now, it's always thought that the Lumberjacks don't rebuild, they reload, and such is the case this season, as they only had 2 returning starters on offense and 6 on defense. But with that being said, they were still preseason picked to finish first in the conference. We'll wrap up our look to Warren here in just a moment as the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band has made their way out onto the field, and we are ready for our pregame festivities here at Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. It is senior night here. The senior football players have already been introduced, and at halftime, the senior band members will be introduced there as well. So we'll step away while they have the invocation, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the national anthem, and we'll be back with more of the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show in 4 minutes.
A home is more than walls and a roof. It's where memories are made. Brothers Realty understands that, and they're here to help you find the perfect place to call home. With 5 experienced agents, they'll guide you through buying, selling, or investing with care and expertise. Visit them at their spacious new office at 2006 South Main Street, or explore their listings online at brothers-realty.com. Call 870-659-4218. Brothers Realty, helping families find their happy place.
Are you tired of unreliable internet service? Do you constantly run over your data plan? Are you having trouble getting internet service where you live? With TechStream High-Speed Internet, you'll get consistent high speeds and low latency that doesn't stop at city limits. TechStream High-Speed Internet is perfect for homes, small and large businesses, farmers, and hunting clubs. You'll be able to stream, game, and surf with no interruptions. Servicing Arkansas, Lone Oak, Prairie, Jefferson, and Lincoln counties. TechStream is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet solution. Call toll-free 866-268-0101 or visit TechStream.net.
Shop pink this October at Coker Hampton as we support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Find meaningful gifts, self-care items, and trusted pharmacy care for every stage of your journey. Visit us at 218 South Main Street in downtown Stuttgart. Call, text, or FaceTime the gift shop at 870-659-0777. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We'd love to see you.
Every tackle, every touchdown, Stuttgart stands tall behind the Ricebirds, and so does Sutherland's on 22nd Street. From bad boy mowers to lumber, plumbing, appliances, and furniture, Sutherland's has the tools and the know-how to keep this town running strong. Proud to support the Stuttgart Ricebirds, because at Sutherland's, friendly service and hometown pride always play on the same team.
Red River Ford Toyota is the fastest growing Toyota dealership in Arkansas. They also have those great Ford trucks and SUVs. Visit Red River at 1903 North Falls Boulevard in Wynn. Call them at 870-238-7770 or visit them online at redriverfordtoyota.com. You can even do everything online and they'll deliver your vehicle to you. And with many makes and models on their pre-owned lot, you're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs. Red River Ford Toyota, 1903 North Falls Boulevard in Wynn, Arkansas.
Gear up. It's hunting season and Max Prairie Wings is looking for backup. We're hiring cashiers, sales associates, warehouse associates, customer service, and firearms team members. Be part of the action at America's premier waterfowl outfitter. Apply today in store at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart, Arkansas.
Whether you've got 100 acres to mow or just some brush out back, show Brush who's boss. Wood's line of rotary cutters match a variety of tractors and applications, so you can start clearing tall grass or tough brush right away. With high lift blades and deeper decks for a better overall cut quality, you won't find any other rotary cutters that keep your land in line like Wood's. Stop in to Prairie Implement Company in Stuttgart to find the right Wood's rotary cutter for your next job.
A generator is one of those things you never think about until you really need it. Luckily, Durden's in Stuttgart is your local authorized Generac dealer, and that means we can sell, install, and provide warranty service on your generator. And that's a big deal because a generator is a big investment, and you're depending on it to work properly when you need it. Call us today at 673-1356 to learn more about home backup options, portable generators, and even commercial options for your business. And let's save the candlelight dinners just for date night.
Durden's in Stuttgart. Guaranteed comfort since 1960.
And we welcome you back to the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds are set to take on the Warren Lumberjacks in a big 8-4A conference matchup. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. And Brent, as we wrap up our look at the Warren Lumberjacks, at quarterback, Jackson Denton. He's 5'10", 180-pound junior. He's back, sort of. He started every game as a freshman 2 years ago, amassing 3,219 yards and 46 touchdowns. But he started the first game of last season at Greenbrier, where he suffered a broken leg in the first quarter, and it was so severe that he wasn't cleared in early spring to even play baseball. Now, he made great improvement over the summer and is back calling signals this season. And as usual, the Warren quarterback has some great targets. Coach Price said this receiving core is the best we'll see, regardless of how far we could go in the playoffs. They throw for over 300 yards a game. The leading receiver is junior Josiah Steen. He's 5'10", 165 pounds, and 4.5 speed. He has 39 catches this season. Coach Price says that while all of the receivers are fast, Steen is fast. Second leading receiver is Belize Fellows, 6'3", 175-pound junior. You got to like his height. He's got 36 catches. And the third leading receiver so far this season is Tayshawn Edwards. The 5'9", 150-pound junior has hauled in 23 catches. Now, Coach Price emphasized that our back seven on defense must keep those guys in front of them, and our front four has got to get some pressure on the quarterback, as he doesn't appear to be maybe quite as mobile since his injury recovery.
Yeah, he doesn't scramble a lot back there for sure, but, he likes to get rid of the ball quick, so, he doesn't have to do that. But, yeah, it's going to be imperative to get some pressure and to tackle those receivers one-on-one in space tonight.
Warren's got a lot of experience on defense, Brent, with over half of the starters from a year ago back this season. Impressive up front is Braxton Embry, 6', 230-pound senior, who is the coach's son. He started every game at defensive end last season. He's strong with a 300-pound bench press and a 500-pound squat. Senior All-State linebacker Lewis Woods, 5'10", 210 pounds, has a 500-pound squat and a 290-pound bench press, and Coach Embry calls him our dude on defense. Junior Jacarlos Marquez, 5'3", 130 pounds, is consistent with extra points, Brent. And in warm-up out here, I watched he was nailing 42-yard field goals. So
they always have a good soccer player slash kicker at Warren.
And Jacarlos is that this year. Now, with all that being said, there's an intangible of Warren's recent success against Stuttgart, which has mostly come in Warren. Now, having this game at Mosley Stadium is huge for the Birds' chances tonight. Now, Brent, there's been a lot of conversation about how Warren has dominated the Ricebirds, but now that's only recently. Overall, since 1938, the Lumberjacks lead the series 20-12. The Ricebirds won the first 5 meetings, and they led the series 9-4 until the two teams parted ways for 47 years. They did not play between 1949 and 1996. Now, the Jacks have taken the series lead just since 2016, winning all 8 of the games played in Warren, giving them that 20-12 advantage. The Birds are certainly looking to turn that trend around tonight, Brent.
Yeah, absolutely. The home team has won the last 9 games in this matchup, but 7 of those have been at Warren, giving them that advantage, and you got to think that if those had been split just a little more evenly, where that series record would have been just a little bit closer.
Yeah, no question about that. Let's take a look at last week's big win over the Monticello Billies. Now, this was a kind of a slugfest, really a slobber knocker, really up until about midway through the third quarter, Brent. The Ricebirds, it was just a one-score game. Now, interestingly, very much like the DeWitt game, the Ricebirds never trailed last week, but, boy, they just couldn't shake those Billies until later on in that third quarter.
Yeah, much like that, the DeWitt game the week before, a close game all the way up to the end of the third quarter. And then the Ricebirds' depth, I think, has been taking over quite a bit in the fourth quarter, and that plus the fact that Monticello couldn't hold on to the ball in the second half. And, they gave the Ricebirds some short fields.
Some of those were created by the Ricebirds. Yeah. Some of them were self-inflicted as well. The snap over the quarterback's head was one example early in the third quarter. I thought that really set the tone. Mm-hmm. We talk about how important that first possession of the third quarter is, and, of course, that was huge when the Ricebirds turned their possession into a Ricebird possession there. And then finally, with 3:59 to go in the third quarter, the Ricebirds took a 2-score lead, never looked back from there, 35-21. Also, later in the third quarter, they doubled up the Monticello Billies with a 42-21 score, going on to win by a final score of 52-28. A good night, another good night passing for Kane Price, Brent.
Yes, it was. Kane was 21 for 28, 276 yards and 4 touchdowns. And what a night for Taquan Hall. Receiving 5 catches for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he also had 2 touchdowns on the ground, and four TDs total for Taquan, so he's only getting better and better.
Lots of different receivers got their hands on the ball last week too, Brent.
Yes, there was. I think there was 8 total receivers touching the ball, and that is without QT Johnson playing. Last week, so Kane spread the ball around. Jeremiah Jackson, Bray Covington Minor, Caden Sims, Hayden Prine, Jamarion Horde, Jeremiah Thomas, Taquan Hall, and Keaton Byers even hauled in a 27-yard touchdown catch. So tons of receivers getting in on the action last week.
Keaton, of course, coming out of the backfield there, and we're doing all that without QT Johnson, one of the leading receivers.
Absolutely, yeah. QT with that shoulder injury last week didn't play, but it looked like he's going to play tonight. He was out there on the field warming up, and we're going to need all hands on deck here tonight.
No question about that. It's the Warren Lumberjacks and the Stuttgart Ricebirds. It's always a slugfest, and we expect the same thing here tonight. About 6.5 minutes to go before we kick this one off. The Ricebird Marching Band out on the field. Now, it is the entire band program from 7th grade through 12th grade. Brent, 135, I believe they said, out there tonight. So what an impressive sight that Ricebird Band is. Of course, under the direction of Mr. Kevin Sherman, Miss Shannon Hudgens, and Sarah Schroeder doing a fabulous job. Of course, this past week, last Tuesday, they participated in regional marching assessments at Cabot, came away with all superior ratings, which earned them a trip to the state marching contest at War Memorial Stadium coming up on Monday, November the 3rd. So just right around the corner, the Ricebird Marching Band will be competing for a state championship at War Memorial Stadium. They're all lined up out on the field right now, and, of course, lots of fans out there with them as well, all the way down to about the across midfield down to about the 40-yard line. You've got fans, you've got band, and, of course, cheerleaders ready to lift up their big run-through. Also, the Warren Lumberjacks have their big run-through here as well. It's located on the northeast corner of Mosley Stadium's field here, and their cheerleaders are ready to escort them out. I can see the Lumberjacks getting ready to load into their inflatable. It's a big orange helmet with a big I guess you could say that's an axe on the side of it there. And, of course, Warren Lumberjacks printed out on the side. Stuttgart Ricebird captains are making their way out now, and is going to be the full complement of seniors here tonight will be the captains for the Stuttgart Ricebirds.
We haven't talked about the weather here tonight, but this is our first cool game of the year. It's not cold, but there's a pretty good wind blowing out of the northeast. temperature is about 65. So, hey, good October football weather here tonight.
Absolutely beautiful American flag in the south end zone, well lit up. Of course, the flag provided to Stuttgart schools by the Stuttgart Rotary Club, and, of course, is very well lit up right by that brand-new scoreboard here at Mosley Stadium. Let's see if we're going to have some
I think we'll have some individual
there you go.
Yeah.
We'll get the numbers on those as they get ready to walk out. They're trying to move the fans back out of the way because they're already across already across.
I can see the Lumberjacks over there, Lynn. They have
two.
Yeah, they have number 3 Ren Reap and number 20 Zechariah Bush. For the Ricebirds, it looks like Dagan Duncan. We got 29 Caven Bryant, Kane Price, and there's one more there. It looks like QT Johnson is going to be the 4 captains for Stuttgart.
And Kane is not a senior, so the others are.
Yep.
And but Kane, of course, is a junior, and got another year of Ricebird action ahead of him coming up next year. The 2 sets of captains are meeting out at midfield. The big maroon and white S in the center of the field with Ricebirds printed out in script, and, of course, a beautiful field turf field here at Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, bright green, striped in white. And, of course, the end zones are maroon with Stuttgart spelled out in white in the north end zone, Ricebirds spelled out in white in the south end zone, and, of course, the tall professional yellow goalposts on each end as well. Of course, one of the new sites here in the last year or so is the site of the beautiful Ricebird Arena, which is on the north edge of the stadium here. And, of course, it has some suites in it as well, or a big suite.
Yeah.
And, of course, I can see that it looks like it's got a nice crowd in there tonight to enjoy Ricebird football here on a big night as the Ricebirds take on the Warren Lumberjacks.
And it looks like Stuttgart will receive to open the game, and that's been the case most of the games so far this year.
Ricebirds like to see what they can do, and even when they won the toss a couple of weeks ago, they deferred, which was unusual.
Rare.
Which was unusual. All right, the 2 captains, they all shake. 2 sets of captains all shake hands, and they make their way back to their respective run-throughs. The Ricebirds seniors, good-looking group of guys.
Yeah, and those girls are going to have a hard time holding that sign up here. Quite a decent breeze blowing out of the northeast, but they have that big paper run through that says "We love you to the end zone and back."
There you
Senior
go.
night. There we go.
There you go. All right, we are getting ready for some Ricebird football here from Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Here come the Warren Lumberjacks out of their run through. Their cheerleaders have big Lumberjack flags that they're leading the pack with, and the Lumberjacks tonight are going to be dressed in their very familiar bright orange helmets. They've got orange pants, white jerseys with black numbers on it. The Stuttgart Ricebirds will be in all maroon here tonight. Building up, and here comes the run through, busting through the paper run through. Here come your Ricebirds following their cheerleaders. How about the fireworks going off in the south end zone as well? Fireworks tonight sponsored by Turpin Funeral Home and Ray Gilbert in the south end zone, hitting the trigger down there and getting those fireworks in the air.
Good crowd here on hand on the home side, and it'll be growing even more as those fans make their way off of the field and back into the bleachers. Got a ton of fans out there on the field, and a nice crowd across the way from Warren as well tonight.
It is. Of course, the Warren Lumberjack fans, they travel well, and, of course, their band is here. I want to mention that. They performed their alma mater here in the pre-game festivities as well. All right, we are ready for some Ricebird football. The field is green. The stripes are white. We're ready for some big 8-4A conference action from Ned Mosley Stadium on this Friday night.
And one thing, Lynn, we know that Bo Hembry is not afraid to try anything and everything tonight.
That's exactly right.
So, he usually pulls out all stops against the Ricebirds, so the Birds need to be ready for anything here. But, they do have a good kicker, and he's kicking with the wind. So I would imagine he's going to try to kick it as far as he can and get it all the way into the end zone.
Go ahead.
Taekwon Hall and QT Johnson back deep for Stuttgart.
You know, Coach Price and Coach Embry are friends. They talk a lot all during the year, and Coach Embry told him, he said, I don't know what it is, but he said, our guys just play better when that maroon is on the other side of the field. And
I believe him.
I believe him, too. All right, there's the whistle. Moving up on the ball. Putting a foot into it, end-over-end kick. We are underway. This one's going to be fielded at the 6-yard line, coming back across the 10. The 15 coming to the near side, across the 20, 25, using some blockers at the 30, 35. He's got some room all across midfield to the 45, finally caught from behind on the return for the Ricebirds, number 42, Taekwon Hall.
Yeah, Taekwon Hall caught it on the far side of the field, came all the way over here to the near side. Boy, he picked up some good blocks, followed his blockers, made it all the way down into Lumberjack territory. Fantastic return and great starting field position for the Ricebirds.
Boy, they built him a great wall, didn't they, Brent, on this near sideline?
Absolutely.
Here come the Ricebirds from the near hash mark, moving from the right to the left here, which is from the south to the north at Mosley Stadium. 2 wideouts to the right. That's Jackson and Johnson. Sending Taekwon Hall out of the backfield, straight back to pass. Kane Price looking, airs it out across the middle, and it is going to be almost intercepted.
Well, it should have been. Yeah, that was Josiah Steen back there playing the safety, and Kane overshot Jeremiah Jackson, and Steen, boy, it hit him right in the numbers. He just dropped it.
So it brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Ricebirds from the Warren 43-yard line. Again, from the near hash mark. Again, Johnson and Jackson split wide to the right. Taekwon Hall lined up. They're going to hand it to Hall. Hall looking for a little seam. Gets across the 40. 35 down to about the 33-yard line. A nice run, Taekwon Hall.
Yeah, he's going to be close to the first down. Let's see where they put it down. They're blowing the whistle dead. I think he's got it. And it is. Yep. A first down. Just enough.
10 yards on the gain. He was brought down by number 64, Jeremy Hines, 5'11", 235-pound junior for the Lumberjacks. Here come the Birds again from the near hash mark. Fresh set of downs. 2 wideouts to the right. Taekwon Hall lined up to the left of the quarterback. Once again, handoff Hall. Dancing around. Cuts to the outside. 30, 25. He's got another first down and more. 15 all the way down near the 10-yard line. Taekwon Hall.
Oh, good. Hard run all the way down to the, looks like the 11-yard line for Taekwon Hall. Around the near side. Broke a couple tackles, and boy, the Ricebirds are in business here at the 11.
Opening possession of the ball game. 11:05 to go here. Ricebirds with a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the Warren 11-yard line. From the near hash mark. Same formation as before. Jackson and Johnson split wide to the right. Taekwon Hall is going to be lined up to the left of the quarterback. Quarterback is Kane Price, number 3, the junior. As for the ball, sends Hall in motion out of the backfield. Price just going to keep it himself, trying to turn the corner, and not much there. Gets shoved out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play, but that's going to do it. 2nd down, 9 coming up for the Ricebirds.
Yeah, Kane likes to take that ball there and run it up the middle, but there was nothing there that time. He's going to make it down.
He actually made a couple of yards on that.
He does. He makes it down to the 9.
Brings up 2nd down, 8 for the Ricebirds. From the Warren red zone. Kane Price calling signals, takes a snap, rolling to his right, got good protection, now looks back to his left. Looking, still looking. Now he's going to air it out and throws it out of bounds. Actually, I believe he hits an official down there.
He did. He stuck his hands up.
He did.
He tried to catch it there, yeah.
He did.
Yeah, nothing going there. Good coverage of the Jacks in the end zone. Nothing open for Kane. And, we've seen Kane all the time just scramble and just try to keep the play alive. But it was, But that was some good coverage there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8 now.
Good protection for Price there as well. But you're right, Brent, talking about that coverage. Those are your receivers for your offense that are running that secondary for the Warren Lumberjacks. Some great receivers. Handoff, Hall coming to the right side. Now cuts back at the 5-yard line. He's got a pile of Lumberjacks going to push him back at that point. But he's going to have let's see, a gain down inside the 5 to nearly the 4-yard line. So it's going to bring up now 4th down and about 3 coming up for the Ricebirds.
It is, and the Ricebirds could get a first down here, but they've already sent out Dawson McKelvey for the field goal attempt.
Keaton Byers is the holder. Hayden Prine is the deep snapper. Left foot, soccer-style kicker. Dawson McKelvey, good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the Ricebirds draw first blood in this 8-4A conference matchup. Stuttgart Ricebirds 3, the Warren Lumberjacks nothing. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Ricebird Sports. Producers is here for you year-round, providing the hometown service you desire. Producers supports community activities and is proud to be a part of the Grand Prairie. If you're enjoying this broadcast of Ricebird Sports, let our sponsors know, because without their support, this broadcast would not be possible. Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart, supporting the community and Ricebird Sports.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Petrus Auto Group, 2 locations for new vehicles, 19th and Main for Chevrolet and GMC, and then out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Petrus Auto Group, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Dawson McKelvey's field goal sets the Ricebirds up with a 3-0 lead with a 10-10 to go here in the opening quarter. McKelvey's got it teed up, moves up, puts his foot into it, drives it down central. It's going to be fielded at about the 21-yard line. Now coming back, trying to cut the corner on the far side with a lot of speed is number 7. He turns the corner, he outruns a defender or 2, gets it across the 40, out to about the 41-yard line. On the return was number 7, Blaze Fellows.
Yeah, Blaze Fellows there on the return, and he almost takes it back like Taekwon Hall did for Stuttgart. But the Ricebirds drag him down just a little bit sooner there. So good field position for the Lumberjacks on their first possession here. Let's see what this defense can do against this high-powered offense.
3 wideouts to the right for the Lumberjacks. Slot on the right, wide out on the left. Empty backfield with the quarterback. Shotgun formation. Calling the signals, now stands up, looks to the side, claps his hands for the ball, quickly fires it out, got a man complete across the 40 at the 42-yard line, and he breaks a tackle or 2, and then he's going to be gang tackled. On the reception is number 5, Aaron Davis.
Yeah,
and excuse me, Brent.
I was going to say, he's a running back, and he was split out there in a little slot position there, and it's just like a handoff, basically a gain of 5.
2nd down and 5. Keaton Byers was one of the several Ricebirds in on the stop. From the near hash mark, moving from the left to the right. Warren Lumberjacks now with the back standing to the right of the quarterback, sends a man in motion. He's going to line up the slot on the left, hand off to number 5 into the line, and he's going to be hit at midfield and falls forward. I believe he's going to be a little bit short of a first down, I think, on the carry there, number 5, Aaron Davis.
Yeah, Aaron Davis with a gain of 4 there. He was kind of knocked back right as he got to the first down marker. So, third and a yard here for Warren. I don't know why they're calling timeout. It looks like it's clearly short from what maybe they're going to measure. It might be closer than what it appears here.
And that is the case. They are going to bring out the chains and measure. Official goes and marks it at the 45-yard line, and they'll stretch it out across midfield and see how close he is, and it is going to be close, but it's going to be short.
Short, yeah.
About the width of a credit card, it looks like from here, Brent.
Yeah.
The ball is in that big maroon S in the center of the field here at Ned Mosley Stadium. And those Warren Lumberjacks with those orange helmets and pants, white jerseys, black numbers with orange trim. Here come the Ricebird defense, all maroon with white trim.
You got to watch that hard count here on 3rd and short.
3rd down, less than 1 for the Warren Lumberjacks. Opening possession, Ricebirds with a 3-0 lead. There's the first of the hard count. Now he looks up to coach on the sidelines. He moves Davis from the right side to the left side. Sends number 34 in motion. He lines up, handoff into the line, and I believe he's going to have a first down. It's going to be a real push in there. But number 5, Aaron Davis, 6'1", 170-pound senior for the Lumberjacks, is going to give the Jacks a fresh set of downs at the Stuttgart 47-yard line. First down and 10, and quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Here come the Jacks. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. back standing to the right of the quarterback. He takes 2 steps back, airs it out, throws as long as he can. Good coverage with the Rice Birds, and overthrows everybody on that far side.
Yeah, good coverage out there. I believe that was Steen for the Lumberjacks. And, yeah, great coverage by the Rice Birds. The pass was about 5 yards overthrown. It's going to bring up 2nd down 10. Couldn't see who that was in coverage over. That might be Brylan Hogan, I believe.
Steen is that receiver that Coach Price said he's not just fast, he's fast.
Right.
4 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Ball's in the center of the field. The quarterback, number 10, Jackson Denton, calls for the ball. Doesn't move, fires out in the flats. It's incomplete.
Yeah, nobody out there that time. I don't know if he was trying to go to Davis and he overthrew him or somebody else was supposed to be out there wide, but there was nobody home. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 here. And the big play early on here for the Ricebird defense.
No question about it. 8:36 to go. Opening quarter, Stuttgart with an early 3-0 lead over the Warren Lumberjacks. Jacks with their first possession. Got the ball just past midfield into Ricebird territory at the 47-yard line, facing 3rd down and 10. Empty backfield. 3 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback back to pass. Looks, fires, got a man complete at the 40, 35, cutting down to the near side of the field. At the 30, and Ricebirds are finally going to corral him, get him out of bounds, close to the 20-yard line, down to the 21-yard line. A lot of speed, number 4, Tayshawn Edwards.
Yeah, 26 yards on that play to Edwards. Knox Hillman came on the linebacker blitz, couldn't get to Denton, but now he comes off grabbing a shoulder just a little bit there.
4 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. 1 wide out to the right. Jackson Denton, the quarterback, backfield by himself. I tell you, when he takes a snap, he makes it happen right then. He doesn't run around. He doesn't move. He just makes it happen. Waiting for him to clap his hands for the ball. There it is. He gets it. Fires out. And complete to number 4. Breaks a tackle out there on that far sideline. The Ricebirds are going to recover, but bring him down after a gain of about 5, I believe, Brent, on the far side.
Yeah, yes, it was. Try to tackle his shoulder pads, and that is not going to work. You got to grab them around the waist or grab their legs and get them down on the ground. It's going to be a gain of 4 on that play.
Was that Edwards on the reception?
Yes,
number 4.
It was.
From the far hash mark, Denton back to pass, looks, fires, got a man right across the middle, brought down immediately by the Ricebirds, but not before he gets a first down at the 10-yard line. And this is going to be a first down, goal to go coming up for the Warren Lumberjacks. 8:11 to go here, opening quarter. Stuttgart with a 3-0 lead. Warren Lumberjacks threatening.
Yeah, that was Tayshawn Edwards again, and boy, he was hit immediately, stuck hard, and was a little bit slow getting up, but Denton is throwing it right on the money on that pass.
I tell you, he's laser sharp on his throws. 2 wide outs to each side. Single back in the backfield. A little jump, a little movement there on the Ricebird line. No call. Denton claps his hands for the ball and immediately fires it out in the flats. Complete and down to the 5, inside the 5, and close to the goal line. Let's see, is he in? Touchdown, Warren. 10 yards, and the Warren Lumberjacks take the lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds.
Can't see who that was. That Steen out there? I couldn't see who that was. I believe that's what I heard announced, Josiah Steen. That was what, 11 yards?
It was at the 10-yard line.
10, okay. All right, 10 yards on that throw and catch, and the Warren Lumberjacks put it in the end zone on their first possession. The Ricebirds were forced to kick a field goal, so that'll be the difference in the game right here.
Jacarlos Marquez set to kick the extra point. It's up, and it is good. And the Warren Lumberjacks lead the Stuttgart Ricebirds 7-3 with 7:33 to go in opening quarter. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Running a business means finding the right people, and that's where Express Employment Professionals comes in. Whether you need full-time, part-time, or seasonal employees, Express has you covered. From office staff to skilled trades, Express matches the right talent to your needs quickly and efficiently. With offices in Stuttgart, Wynne, Helena, and Pine Bluff, they're ready to support your business no matter the size. And if you're looking for a job, Express is here for you too. For more information or to apply, call 870-672-4568 or visit expresspros.com. Express Employment Professionals, your staffing solution.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart for Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Petrus, they've got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. The Warren Lumberjacks, on their first possession, they take it down the field after a good return of the kick, and they punch it in. 7:33 to go. Extra point is good, and they lead the Ricebirds 7-3. Right here, kicking off to the Ricebirds, taking it to 15, coming to the near side. It's QT Johnson, and he's going to be drugged down shy of the 30-yard line there on the return. QT Johnson, but on the stop, Tucker McDermott for the Warren Lumberjacks.
Yeah, a nice tackle there. QT was trying to get to the corner here and take it down the sideline, but a nice tackle by the Warren special teams, and the Ricebirds will have it at their own 30.
First down and 10. Birds moving from the right to the left, which is the south to the north here at Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. From the near hash mark, wide side of the field is to the right. 3 wideouts out there. Single back lined up to the left to Kane Price, the quarterback. Fakes to him, fires out, got a man complete, but immediately down, Jamarion Horde kind of dove down to catch it at the 36-yard line, but it's going to be a nice gain of about 6. Brings up second down and 4 for the Ricebirds. It's going to be a short 4, too, a long 3. Birds break the huddle to the line. Again, 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Kane Price, the quarterback, takes a snap, rolls to his right, looks, fires, got a man complete. First down out across the 40. QT Johnson on the reception for the Ricebirds out at the 41-yard line. Move the sticks for the Birds.
Yeah, a gain of 6 there. QT's first catch of the night. Good to see him back out there and healthy.
Taquan Hall lined up in the backfield with the quarterback, Kane Price. From the far hash mark, 2 wideouts on each side. Price calls for the ball, takes, hands off, Hall into the line. Boy, and he's going to be hit at the line, bounces off, and then gets a couple of yards. Thought he was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, Brent, but he did a nice job bouncing off of the defenders on that Warren line and gets it out to the 44-yard line for a gain of a couple.
Yeah, a gain of about 3 there, yeah. You know, I thought if he would have went outside to begin with, he had some more room, but he tried to cut it up inside it, and then was hit and then bounced it back outside for a gain of 3. Second down, 7. Pitch pass there to QT Johnson.
Coming to the near side across the 45, midfield, 45, and hit out of bounds at the 41 of the Warren Lumberjacks. Took a hard lick out there as well, but he hops back up. Move the sticks for the Ricebirds. For the second time tonight, they move into Warren Lumberjack territory. 6:13 to go, opening quarter. Warren with a 7-3 lead. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Kane Price now moves the running back, which is number 11.
Jeremiah Thomas. Quick pass out to the right side to QT Johnson, and I believe he looked upfield just a little too early and did not secure the catch. Ball goes through his hands, so it's going to bring up second down 10. 6:09 left in the first quarter.
Right, basically at the line of at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Second down 10 for the Ricebirds from the Warren 41-yard line. 6:09 to go, opening quarter. 3 wideouts to the right. Jackson, Johnson, and Prine. Back to pass. Now a little quarterback draw, a little running room, and he's going to slide down at the 33-yard line, going to be short of a first down. He could have gotten a first down, but he did probably the smart thing because he slid down, avoided heavy contact, and moves the ball down to the 33-yard line. So the Ricebirds now set up with third down and a long 2 coming up from the near hash mark. Looking to the side now, barking out some changes to his receivers. Quickly fires out. Got Jackson complete, but he's going to be brought down immediately, and matter of fact, for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, third down and 2 there, and then you throw it 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me there. It's a big loss on the play. It's going to be a loss of 6 on the play.
Back to the 39-yard line, 4th down and 8 for the Ricebirds.
Ricebirds are keeping the offense on the field.
From the far hash mark, 3 wideouts to the right, which is the short side of the field. Price calls for the ball. Straight back. Looking, fires across the middle. Oh, and he had a man at the 25 wide open, and it hit him right in the hands, and he couldn't hang on. Number 4, Jamarion Horde, had a Ricebird first down but couldn't hang on.
Yeah, he did. He was open right in the middle of the field and would have had some room to run as well. Just couldn't hold on to the ball, so it's going to be a turnover on downs there. And, boy, that big loss on third down really hurt the Ricebirds.
Yeah.
But, maybe we had a receiver wide open there. He just couldn't come down with it. So this defense is going to have to come up with a stop here against this Lumberjack offense that we know the short pass is the bread and butter of their offense, and they executed very well on their first drive.
Jackson Denton, number 10, the quarterback. He'll be in shotgun formation with a running back to his right. 2 wideouts on each side. Send a man in motion from the right to the left, stops at the slot position. Handoff into the line, and I believe that is Aaron Davis, number 5 on the carry.
And he's going to have about 3, looks like, on first down. Carmelo Minner on the stop for the Ricebirds. He will come out of the game now. His helmet came off, so they have Michael Thomas checking in, taking his spot.
Second down 7 coming up for the Lumberjacks from their own 42-yard line. Again, 2 wideouts to the right. Again, handoff into the line. This time running room and out near the first down mark at about the 49-yard line on the Warren side of the ball goes Davis again. Knocks Hillman on the stop for the Birds.
Yeah, he's going to be about half a yard short, I think.
It's pretty close from our angle, and now they're going to mark it first down.
Okay.
They're going to mark it first down. Fresh set of downs for the Lumberjacks. 4:02 to go, opening quarter. Warren with a 7-3 lead over the Ricebirds. This is the Warren Lumberjacks' second possession of the night. 3 wideouts to the right, which is the wide side of the field. 1 wide out to the left. Quarterback calls for the ball. Fakes. Fires across the middle, and he hit his receiver in the hands. Good coverage. Brylan Hogan was out there for the Ricebirds. Also, Cordero Berry, but a little bit too much heat and a little bit too high for the intended receiver, which I believe was Steen, Josiah Steen.
Yeah, Steen went up, stretched out for it, just couldn't bring it down. It went through his hands, but it was a little bit high there. Second down 10. 3:48 left in the first quarter.
3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. 2 to the left. Empty backfield. Quarterback takes a snap, straight back to pass, and the Ricebirds get him and go sack him all the way back at the 38.
We got Caden Sims, Bo Barnes, Carmelo Minner, all 3 of them in there, and the pocket just collapsed down on Denton, and that's going to be a loss of 9 on the play.
They're going to mark it at just inside the 40-yard line. So it's going to bring up now 3rd down and 19. What a play. I tell you that, if the Ricebirds get them off the field here, we can look back at that one as a big play in this game early on. Back to pass. Again, a lot of pressure. Fires across the middle. Got a man complete, and he's got a first down. Now he gives it back, and I don't know. He may not have it. He got down to the 40-yard line, then gave a little ground back to the 42.
Yeah, I think he's got it.
On the reception was number 4, Tayshawn Edwards, hunting for a running lane there, Brent. And I thought he was going to give it back there, but he does. It's going to be first down.
19 yards. Yeah, Bo Barnes came flying in there from his end spot, but, boy, the receiver there was just open right down the middle of the field. Nobody there with him. He picks up 19.
First down and 10 for the Jacks into Ricebird territory at their 41. Again, sends a man in motion. He's going to line up a slot on the right, take handoff into the line, nothing doing. Ricebird's right there for the ball carrier, number 5, Aaron Davis. And now a penalty marker comes sailing in way late.
Wow, that was a very late flag. I didn't see anything there, unless he had a hard time pulling it out. It's going to be a gain of 1 on the play.
Unsportsmanlike on the Ricebirds. This is not going to sit well with the fans.
No, it's not going to sit well with Coach Price either.
Coach Price getting a explanation from the official, but this will give the Warren Lumberjacks a first down.
It will. 15,
deep in Ricebird territory, down to the 26.
Big penalty there. They were going to have second down and 9. Now they got first down and 10 from the 25. Absolutely not what you wanted.
First down and 10 for the Jacks from the Ricebird 25-yard line. 2:45 to go, opening quarter. Warren with a 7-3 lead and looking to add. 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Single back, standing in the backfield to the left of the quarterback, Denton, number 10. Back from injury a year ago. Started every game as a freshman for the Lumberjacks. Back to pass. He takes a couple of steps back. Now the Ricebirds on him. Look, I thought he slipped down, Brent, but they said his knee didn't hit.
Yeah. You know, I think he put the ball down in his hand and kind of propped himself back up, and then he just threw it away there. And it's going to bring up second down 10.
He's noticeably not as mobile as I'm sure he would like to be as well.
Yeah, he almost went down there, but a good job of him of keeping his balance and just able to get rid of the ball.
Second down and 10, 2:38. Clock stop with the incompletion. First quarter. Here come the Jacks. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass, 2 steps back, now getting some pressure. He's going to throw it away, and that's got to be intentional grounding. Yeah. Got to be intentional grounding. And the official is conferring and still conferring, and there it goes. Penalty marker down.
Yeah, no doubt about that one. He was not out of the tackle box, so it didn't matter how far he threw the ball. There was not a receiver anywhere in the area there, so that's going to cost him. That's going to cost them some yardage, and it's also going to bring up a third down.
It's a loss of down, correct.
Third down here. So they overcame a third down and 19 just 3 plays ago.
Don't necessarily agree with where they got it marked off. I think that's a spot foul.
Yeah, they marked that off a little too far.
They did, absolutely. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it, but I don't see how that's correct. But now let's see, they have to get down to the 15, and they're at the 42. So they got a long ways to go here on third down. With that third down at 27.
Yeah, we're getting into that.
On the board.
We're getting into that third down lodge corner range now.
Yes, we are.
Goodness gracious. Back at the 42. Got to get to the Ricebird 16.
And timeout, Stuttgart. Coach Price isn't happy. I don't think we had the right personnel out there.
Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
We're able to bring you Stuttgart Ricebird football every Friday night thanks to our great sponsors like Arkansas Senator Ronald Caldwell. Senator Caldwell is a strong supporter of high school athletics and believes in its power to develop our young men and women. Senator Caldwell proudly serves District 10, which includes Arkansas, Jackson, Cross, St. Francis, Lee, Monroe, Woodruff, Prairie, Poinsett, and Lonoke counties. Senator Ronald Caldwell, proud sponsor of Stuttgart Ricebird football.
And we welcome you back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart for Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. 3 locations, including Jabco on 13th and Park Avenue, where great selection of deer stands, deer feeders there, as well as trailers and a good selection of nice pre-owned vehicles. Jabco, 13th and Park Avenue in Stuttgart, part of the Petrus Auto Group. They got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Third down and 26. Coming up for the Lumberjacks. Back to pass, firing across the middle and complete and touchdown. Warren Lumberjacks on the reception, number 4, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Tayshawn Edwards.
Yeah, that ball was tipped, I believe, by Edwards, and then also maybe a Ricebird. Good coverage there, and that ball was tipped up, but Edwards kept his eye on it and hauled it in. And, boy, that is a huge play there, 42 yards for the touchdown for the Lumberjacks, right down the middle of the field. 2:24 left in the first quarter. Marquez on for the PAT.
Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. And the Warren Lumberjacks have taken the 2-score lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds. They lead it 14-3 with 2:24 to go here in the opening quarter. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Since our founding in 1945, Farmers and Merchants Bank has held strong to our commitment to innovation, community investment, and personalized service. Over the past 80 years, we have worked alongside Arkansas entrepreneurs to help our neighbors start, grow, and streamline their businesses with hometown lending experts and the latest in modern financial solutions. Farmers and Merchants Bank, in your corner, in our community, helping your business succeed every step of the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Warren Lumberjacks have just struck to take a 14-3 lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds. Here's the kick, and it's going to be a high end-over-end kick taken by the Ricebirds at the 11-yard line, back across the 15 to 20, looking for a seam in the middle. Get hit once, get hit twice, and gets out across the 25 to about the 28-yard line. That's where the Ricebirds will have it for their third possession here of the first quarter.
Yeah, the Birds are going to need to put 7 on the board here. You can't afford to take a chance on going down any further to these Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks beneficiary of a bobbled tip pass that they caught for the touchdown there. Great play by Edwards, and the Jacks have a 14-3 lead.
Here come the Ricebirds. Price back to pass, looking, fires across, got Caden Sims complete, and he's out to the midfield stripe. Move the sticks for the Ricebirds.
Yeah, Caden Sims just finding an open spot there and made himself available, and Kane hit him right on the money there, and a first down for the Ricebirds.
At that angle, all I saw was a 7 initially there, but Caden Sims on the reception. Ball right at the midfield stripe. 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Birds down 14-3. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Single back standing to the left of the quarterback. Taquan Hall. Price back to pass. Looking and just going to throw it down. Straight down, incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, nobody open there for Price, and he does the wise thing and just throws it into the ground, but it's going to bring up second down and 10 here. 2:05 left in the first quarter. Warren with a 14-3 lead. This is the Birds' third possession of the night.
Ricebirds scored on their opening possession, looking for all the world like they were going to go down and get a touchdown. They end up with a field goal. Price back to pass, fires, got a man complete at the 40-yard line of the Warren Lumberjacks, slung down inside the 40, but moved the sticks for the Ricebirds on the reception. Jamarion Horde.
Yeah, 13 yards on that catch, and a nice catch from Horde. He kind of had to reach up there and made a nice catch, and picks up 13 in the first down.
From the 36-yard line of the Warren Lumberjacks, here come the Ricebirds. 2 wide outs, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Single back standing to the left of Price. Fakes to him, fires across the middle, got a man wide open, and then he turns around the wrong way. And I'm not sure if he maybe felt that he had a defender on him or what.
I don't know, but there was nobody near.
He was spinning out of something that wasn't there.
Exactly. He's going to pick up 6 yards, Jeremiah Jackson, but boy, there was nobody there. He could have picked up a first down there.
Second down 4 for the Ricebirds from the 30-yard line of the Lumberjacks. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Taquan Hall lined up to the left to Kane Price, the quarterback. Price calls for the ball. Looks right, now looks left. Now he's going to just tuck it down and keep it, and he's going to be short of a first down, I think. Let's see where they mark him.
Maybe just a yard.
I think he's going to be it's going to be close, but I think he's going to be short.
Yeah.
And they're going to mark it a yard short, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. 4-down territory for the Ricebirds from the 27-yard line of the Warren Lumberjacks with 1 minute and 1 second to go in the opening quarter. Warren with a 14-3 lead. Birds threatening. Handoff, Hall. He's got the first down and more. Jumps over one defender at about the 25-yard line. Gets down to about the 22. Move the sticks for the Ricebirds.
Yeah, Taquan Hall is going to pick up 5 there on 3rd down and 1 over the right side. First down for Ricebirds at the 22 here with just under 1 minute to play.
Ball toward the far hash mark. Birds here in the first quarter, moving from the right to the left on your radio dial, from the south to the north. 2 wideouts to each side. Price takes a snap, fakes, going to keep it. Now he fires out, got a man complete, at the 15, the 10, and inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Jamarion Horde on the reception.
Yeah, he's going to have another first down for the Riceburg.
Brought down by number 4, Tayshawn Edwards for the Lumberjacks.
And he's going to have about, looks like 14 on that reception.
First down, goal to go coming up for the Ricebirds. 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. 3 wide outs to the left. Ball's in the center of the field. 1 wide out to the right. Takes, hands off. Hall dancing around at the line. Gets down to about the 7.
He's going to have 2 on that play. And with the clock rolling here, I don't think we'll snap the ball again. 15 seconds left in the first quarter.
Number 54, Xavion Miller on the stop for the Lumberjacks.
His first game of the year, I believe, is what we were told.
Yeah. And they're going to have to hurry if they're going to get this one off before the end of the quarter, and he does. Kane Price takes. He's going to just keep it himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Ricebirds. He faked the pitch to Taquan, and he kept it. Hustles it into the end zone, and the Ricebirds are back to within 1 score of the Warren Lumberjacks.
All right, yeah, Kane Price on the fake option and cut it back inside, and there was nobody there. And Kane picks up the Ricebirds' first touchdown of the night, cuts the score to 14-9. Dawson McKelvey on for the PAT, and that was the last play of the first quarter.
Keaton Byers, the holder. Kick is up, and it is good, and the Stuttgart Ricebirds have closed the gap. They trail the Warren Lumberjacks 14-10, and we'll be back with second quarter action in 1 minute.
Pearson Company, 209 North Burkle in Stuttgart, has been your specialist in design, sales, and installation of pre-engineered steel buildings for many years. With a workforce of highly trained and skilled workmen, Pearson Company has constructed a variety of business, church, commercial, and farm equipment buildings. For professional service, whether it be repair on existing buildings or a new pre-engineered steel building, look to Pearson Company, 209 North Burkle in Stuttgart. Call 673-6984.
Your business is up against a lot of things these days. Inflation costs, workforce issues, federal overreach. The list of things keeping you up at night keeps getting longer. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas is here to help. We are constantly working to improve the business climate and make Arkansas as competitive as possible. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas works tirelessly for your business so you can rest easy. Join us today.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Glad to have you joining us for Ricebird football powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Dawson McKelvey puts his foot into a knuckleball. It's going to be mishandled at about the 8-yard line. Now picked up at the 2, back across the 10. And the Ricebirds special teams are going to wrestle the return man down shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was number 5, Aaron Davis there, kind of bobbled it at about the 10 and had to go back to the 5 to pick it up and gave the Ricebird special teams time to get down there, and they make a nice tackle. They're going to tackle him at the 18, so that's where Warren will start their third possession here. The Warren Lumberjacks overcame a 3rd and 19, 3rd and 26 on their last possession.
Special teams for the Ricebirds, number 13, Kipton Carey, number 65, DeMarcus Moten in on the stop. Stopping Warren short of the 20-yard line. First down and 10 from their 18. 4 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Ball's in the center of the field. Quarterback fires out in the flats real quick, and it is complete and across the 30 and still on his feet. And this is going to be a foot race, midfield, and
he's going to win it.
I believe he's going to win it. He sure is. Touchdown, Warren.
Tayshawn Edwards, number 4. That's his second touchdown of the night, Lyndon. We know what the Lumberjacks are going to do, but it's easier said than done to stop them because, boy, they got the receivers out there blocking, and then they got the speed, and once they got through that first line, he was gone. It's going to be 82 yards. Tayshawn Edwards. And if you're Jackson Denton, he is racking up the numbers here, but it's mostly run after the catch. He's not throwing it but 5 yards down the field, and they are picking up the yards after they catch it.
Extra point is up, and it is good, and the Warren Lumberjacks regain a 2-score lead. They lead the Ricebirds 21-10, 11:35 to go here in the first half. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus has been supporting Ricebirds athletics for 43 years in Stuttgart. We're honored to be a part of the Ricebird tradition. Freemeyer's has joined with some of the best brands in America, including Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, and Sealy, to be able to supply our customers with the best values. Now, Freemeyer's has gone a step further with guaranteed price matching. If you need home furnishings, make sure you check with Freemeyer's at 201 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Best brands, best prices, best people.
And we welcome you back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Warren Lumberjacks have just stretched their lead over the Ricebirds. They lead now 21-10. Set to kick off for the Warren Lumberjacks, number 12, Jacarlos Marquez, who just booted his third extra point of this game to give the Jacks a 21-10 lead. Moves up, puts his foot into it. It's going to be a high end over end, but a fairly short kick, taken back at about the 27-yard line and immediately brought down at the 30. Nice play on special teams on the far side by the Warren Lumberjacks.
Rylan Hogan on the return for the Ricebirds, and yeah, as you mentioned, a nice open field one-on-one tackle. Birds will take over at their 31, and they definitely are going to have to answer here. You know, this is going to be a game where, you know, I mean, one team scores, you know, and then the other team is just going to answer, I think. But the Birds have to answer here.
All right, here come the Ricebirds to the line. First down and 10 from their own 31-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. There's a slot on the left, single back in the backfield. Going to fake to him. That's Taquan Hall. Now Price being chased out of the pocket. And fires, got Hayden Clutch Prime down at the 41-yard line, complete. And they're going to mark him back. Let's see. Are they? I don't get that. They're marking it back at the 39-yard line. Let's see. And the official in the white hat is throwing a flag, and the flags are pink.
No, I think that was a pink, like maybe a pink wristband or something fell there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right. So a gain of 8 on the play.
To the 39-yard line, ball on the near hash mark. Here in the second quarter, the Ricebirds moving from the left to the right, dressed in all maroon with white trim. Lumberjacks, orange helmets and pants, white jerseys. Fires back, complete. Jamarion Horde, complete. Got a first down out to close to the 45-yard line. Let's see, they're going to set it down. Yes, it's going to touch the 45-yard line on the Ricebird side of midfield. 11:17 to go. Clock moving here in the first half. Ricebirds send 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, slot on the left, single back standing to the left of Price. Price looks like he's changing the play, and it's going to be a pitch back to
Hall.
Taquan Hall, and Taquan just cannot shake the defender. Gets about 2 on the play, up to the 47-yard line. Second down 8 coming up for the Ricebirds.
10:44 left in the second quarter. Warren with a 21-10 lead. Ricebirds are looking to add a score here, but they've got 53 yards to go to get there.
2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Slot on the right. Taquan Hall lined up to the left of the quarterback, Price. Play clock's at 8. Send Bo Barnes in motion. Out to, and fires out to QT, and QT is going to have a short gain, maybe out to the 49-yard line. Yeah. Let's see. That would be about 2 yards. Yeah. Well, they're going to mark it back at the 48-yard line.
1 yard. Yeah, that pass went a long ways for just a 1 yard gain.
It sure did. Big third down now for the Ricebirds. 3rd and 7 coming up from their own 48-yard line. Christian Henson, the center, down over the ball. Snaps it back to Price. Price looks, fires. Got a man wide open into Warren territory. Shakes a defender, and then coming up behind him with one of those tomahawk chops, but didn't knock it away. QT Johnson on the reception.
Yeah, 23 yards and a big first down on 3rd down and 7 for the Ricebirds. They move into Warren territory.
At the 29-yard line, 1st down and 10. Big conversion on 3rd down there.
It was, absolutely.
Bo Barnes checks out. You're going to have Jamarion Horde wide right, QT Johnson to the left, along with Jeremiah Jackson. 2 backs in the backfield. Send 1 in motion. That's Byers out of the backfield. He's going to be the target. No, Jamarion Horde is. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ricebirds. On the reception, Jamarion Horde.
Yeah, 29 yards to Jamarion Horde. He and Byers were out on the right side. Byers cut out short. Horde cut out deep into the end zone, and boy, Price threw a strike right on the money there. A beautiful pass, and Horde hauls it in for the Ricebird touchdown. We got a track meet here going tonight, partner.
Yeah, we sure do.
Ricebird defense is going to have to find a way to slow down that Lumberjack offense, though. Dawson McKelvey on for the PAT. Score 21-16. 9:36 left in the second quarter. The kick is hold us down. The kick is up, and it is good.
And the Stuttgart Ricebirds back to within 1 score. They trail the Warren Lumberjacks 21-17. 9:36 to go here in the first half. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
It's time for a road trip to Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas, home to the legendary thermal waters giving Hot Springs its name. This unique mountain town features historic bathhouses, hiking trails, biking trails, a 4-story treehouse, roller coasters, a casino, horse races, bathtub races, an interactive science museum, fishing, boating, parades, a bustling downtown, and a peaceful vista overlooking it all. Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's time for a road trip. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
No matter where you are from, a big city, a small town, or somewhere in between, you'll find your place at the University of Arkansas. With a vibrant campus community, including the full Razorback and SEC experience, an unbeatable mix of academic excellence and outdoor fun, the U of A is the place to be. Learn from our world-class faculty, benefit from our record scholarship funding for Arkansans, and access resources to launch your future career. The University of Arkansas, your path starts here.
Welcome back to Stuttgart Ricebird football. Ricebirds kick off to the Warren Lumberjacks after scoring the touchdown, and the return is out near midfield. Dawson McKelvey makes the stop for the Ricebirds, and then penalty markers come flying in. It's going to be a personal foul against the Ricebirds, which is going to move the ball into Ricebird territory at the 41-yard line, and that's where the Warren Lumberjacks will start this drive.
You cannot have penalties like that against a good team. That's a big 15 yards.
Wide outs on each side. Back to pass, fires across the middle, and short hops it to the intended receiver about 8 yards downfield. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Blaze Fellows.
Yeah, just a little bit of pressure there from the Ricebird line, and didn't got rid of it and just short hopped it out there to Fellows now. Second down 10.
From the Stuttgart 41-yard line, the Jacks quarterback takes back to pass, fires across the middle, and the intended receiver hit the ground. Josiah Steen, I think he just slipped. I don't think there was any contact out there.
I don't think so.
And it's going to be incomplete. Excuse me, Brent, bringing up now 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you have 3rd down and 10 there, but as we've seen so far, 3rd down and long doesn't seem to slow down the Lumberjacks tonight.
They scored 42 yards out on a 3rd and 26.
They sure did.
Here come the Lumberjacks from the Ricebird 41-yard line. Ball's on the far hash mark. Jacks moving from the right to the left, south to the north. Quarterback 2 steps back, looking, firing now. It's going to be picked off by the Ricebirds at the 20. Back across the 25, and the Ricebirds stop the drive.
Yeah, Brylan Hogan on the interception, and Denton was dangerously close to being across
the line of scrimmage. I thought the same thing.
Yeah, very close, but boy, Brylan Hogan was there, and you get Denton on the move there, and he's not really comfortable as much, as he is in the pocket.
Right.
But, and he just kind of sailed that pass a little bit. Brylan Hogan was right there, so the Ricebird defense gets their first stop of the night.
After giving up a big return.
Right. And now we have an official's timeout. For something.
And they're moving the teams back off of the field here, so let's see what's going on there.
I don't know. I see one referee he's walking on the track behind the Lumberjack bench over there.
And while we sort that out, I want to remind everyone that Stuttgart Ricebird football can be heard and watched this season through the new EAB Media Group mobile app. Catch the Ricebird audio stream or the live video stream on the EAB Media Group app, available for free on the App Store and Google Play.
Still have a timeout here by the officials. Don't see any indication of what this is about. But, boy, what a big stop by that Ricebird defense there. That Warren offense that just got 3 touchdowns on their first 3 drives, and the Ricebird defense hadn't showed too much signs of slowing them down. But, boy, Brylan Hogan comes up with the big pick there, and just the referee is now back out on the field, so appear to be ready to go here.
All right, the Ricebirds will have it 1st down and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Birds moving from the left to the right, which is the north to the south, here at Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you join us for this big 8-4-8 conference matchup. 9-10 to go in the first half. Here come the Ricebirds. Empty backfield. Kane Price fires out. Taquan Hall complete at the 29. Gets out across the 30, 35, out to the 40 and near a first down.
Yeah, he is very near a first down. All depends on where they spot it. I think he's got it. And it is a first down.
On the stop, number 54, Xavier Miller for the Lumberjacks, but move the sticks for the Ricebirds.
10 yards on that throw and catch.
Don't you love it when one play energizes the entire team? And
yep,
that seemed to be the case on that Brylan Hogan interception. Receivers stacked 2 on each side. Empty backfield. Kane Price takes a snap, fires it out to Jackson, complete inside the 40, and gets out across midfield into Warren Lumberjack territory.
Yeah, and what a nice catch by Jackson that time.
He went dangerously close to the ground. He sure did.
He had to go down low to get it, but kept the ball from short hopping off the ground. He picks up 12.
And looks like he's still favoring that ankle a little bit, Brent.
Yeah.
Look at him as he comes off now. A little bit, favoring it just a little. 1st down and 10 for the Ricebirds from the Lumberjack 47-yard line. Hall lined up to the right of Price. Price, a little quarterback draw, just going to keep it himself. He's going to be drugged down from behind as he crosses the 45, gets down to about the 43-yard line. Let's see. No, they're going to set it at the 44-yard line of the Lumberjacks.
He's going to have 3 on 1st down.
2nd down, 7 coming up. Clock at 8 minutes here to go in the first half. Ricebirds trail the Warren Lumberjacks 21-17. Here come the Birds. Hayden Prine split wide to the left. QT Johnson split wide to the right. Handoff, Hall in the line, using his blockers, and keeps digging and digging and digging, and he's finally going to be brought down. Combination there of Xavier Miller and also Zechariah Bush on the stop.
I think he's got a first down. Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, he just kept fighting and kept his legs churning there and got a little bit of a push from one of the linemen and just enough for the first down.
From the Warren Lumberjack 37-yard line, here come the Birds. Single back to the left of the quarterback, 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Looks left, now he's going to keep it himself over the right side, and he hits the ground at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he dived forward that time instead of sliding.
Yeah.
So you can get that extra yard that way. He's going to have 8 on 1st down. Kane faked the pitch to Hall on the left and then came back to the right side.
From the near hash mark, here come the Birds. 3 wide outs to the left. Single back in the backfield, going to take and hand off. Taquan Hall using his blockers, just running over defenders and tearing his way loose from the defenders. Gets down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line.
That's absolutely. Following big Trey McKinney out there leading the way, and boy, nice run by Hall there, breaking tackles and keeping his legs moving.
Josiah Steen, number 1, and number 4, Tayshawn Edwards in on the stop. 1st down and 10 for the Ricebirds. 17-yard line, take. Hall's got it inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line.
That's going to be another 1st down. I believe, yeah, it's going to be a gain of 11 on the first down there. Taquan Hall on the last two plays is picking up big yardage now against that Lumberjack defense. First and goal for the Rice Birds from the 7.
On the stop for Warren, number 22, Deshaun Adams. Here come the Birds. First down, goal to go in the red zone. Hand to Hall. Hall sidesteps one defender at the line of scrimmage and gets down to about the 6, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to pick up 1 yard, and that's about it. But, yeah, there was a Lumberjack in the backfield there that he had to sidestep out of the way.
Xavier
pick up a yard.
Xavier Miller and Deshaun Adams again in on the stop for the Lumberjacks.
And that defensive line looks a little gassed to me out there.
It does. They certainly do. Ricebird's going to send 3 wide outs to the left. QT Johnson. There's Clutch Prine out there. And Jackson. Going to roll to his left. Fire toward the end zone. Incomplete on the far corner. Ball just might have been tipped.
Maybe.
By one of the up defenders.
Maybe. Yeah, that was Prine out there. And Kane just tried to throw it right over the top of that defender, and he might have got a hand on it, or just enough to mess up Hayden.
Really trying to thread the needle there for sure on that far side. Third down now and goal from the 6. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Price just going to keep it, and he's going to get down to about the 4-yard line, and that's about going to do it. In on the stop, several Lumberjacks, including number 31, D'Angelo Heron.
Yep, it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 4. Look like the Ricebirds are going to go for it here.
Well, probably not going to win it with field goals,
no.
And you're going to have to match the Lumberjacks, no question about it. Ricebirds taking this turnover and swapped ends of the field with it. Let's see if they can put it in the end zone. Price takes a snap, rolling to his left, looking. He's still looking. He's in trouble. Fires across the middle to incomplete. Touchdown, Ricebirds!
Jeremiah Jackson. Boy, what a nice play by Jackson and Price. Kane just kept that play alive, stringing it out and stringing it out. And, boy, Jackson came all the way back across the field and got open. Kane saw him, and, boy, a huge touchdown there on 4th down and 4. A 4-yard touchdown pass to Jeremiah Jackson. A big one there for the Ricebirds. 5:04 left in the second quarter of action. Ricebirds retake the lead, 23-21. Dawson McKelvey on for the PAT.
Kick is up, and it is good. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Warren Lumberjacks 24-21. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Time for an oil change? What about a new battery? Harry's Rapid Lube in Stuttgart has you covered. At Harry's Rapid Lube, they have GM Dexos certified oil, along with quality Pennzoil, and they can change your air filter and windshield wipers, and even replace your rundown battery with an interstate battery. You don't need an appointment. Just drive in. For quality service, for quality people, see Harry's Rapid Lube at 2208 South Timber in Stuttgart, or phone 672-7200. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Site of tonight's big 8-4A conference matchup. It's Ricebird football powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. The Ricebirds have just retaken the lead 24-21 over the Warren Lumberjacks. Dawson McKelvey has it teed up, moves up, puts his foot into an end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken back at the 5-yard line. Coming back across the 10 and gets across the 20 and out to the 30-yard line before he's brought down there by the Ricebirds' Tristan Robinson, number 23 on special teams.
Yeah, Tristan Robinson with a nice tackle there because, boy, every time you see one of these Lumberjacks on return, boy, they are dangerous.
Scares you to death.
Yeah, it does. And it doesn't matter who it is back there. They're all dangerous.
There's no question about that, Brent.
4:58 left here in the first half. Ricebirds regain a 3-point lead, 24-21. But, boy, we still have a lot of time left here in this first quarter. A lot of things can still happen.
4 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Empty backfield. Quarterback, Jackson Denton. Claps his hands for the ball. Now looks up to the sideline. From the play from Coach Embry. Play clock's at 10. Oh, and the ball is batted down, and that could very well be a fumble if the Ricebirds could get on it. But
it was. It just got out of bounds. Denton was hit from behind. and the ball came out and just got all the way out of bounds, but it's going to be marked at that point because that was definitely a fumble.
19-yard line.
Yep. Yeah, Bo Barnes was hot after it there, but the ball was just going too fast for him to get over on. It's going to be a big loss on the play back to the 19 now.
Riceburgs need to capitalize on that nice play. 2 wide outs to each side, single back, standing to the right of the quarterback, Denton. Denton back to pass, firing it long, and the Riceburgs are right there, but it is caught. And on the reception, number 7 breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and Keaton Byers is going to finally chase him out of bounds at the Riceburg 12-yard line. What a reception by Blaze Fellows.
Sure looked like he was down when he caught the ball, though.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, it's still going to be a huge gain, but I thought he was down when he caught it. But, yeah, they get the field flipped in one play there, all the way down to the 13-yard line.
First down and 10 in the Riceburg red zone. Here come the Warren Lumberjacks looking to retake the lead. Sends a man in motion. Hand off into the line on the carry, number 5, and he's bouncing his way inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 1 on the carry, Aaron Davis for the Lumberjacks.
And Aaron Davis takes it down inside the 5, and it doesn't take the Lumberjacks long. They're knocking on the door already.
Gosh, Brent, how big would that have been if we could have got on that fumble down here?
Absolutely.
Goodness gracious.
Absolutely.
Hand off to Davis, and Davis is pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Warren. They retake the lead over the Riceburgs with 4:11 to go here in the first half.
One play there just gets the field flipped, and then the Lumberjacks retake the lead. But, yeah, as you said, boy, you hit Denton from behind and get the ball to go out, but he was hit so hard that the ball just shot out of there, and nobody for the Riceburgs could get over there to catch it. Marquez on for the PAT here.
Right foot, soccer-style kicker, number 12, puts his foot into it, and it is up and good, and the Warren Lumberjacks retake the lead over the Riceburgs. They lead it 28-24. Back with more Stuttgart Riceburg football on Country 97.3 FM in 30 seconds.
More students are turning to UA Little Rock because we're leading the way in making college affordable for all Arkansans. With the Pell Grant, the Arkansas Academic Challenge Scholarship, and our half-off scholarship, you can get a college degree without debt. Don't qualify for Pell? No problem. We have options to help you affordably earn a 4-year degree. With scholarships and campus jobs, we're removing barriers for all. That's the Trojan Guarantee. Expect more with UA Little Rock.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart for Stuttgart Riceburg football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. It looks like the Warren Lumberjacks, after scoring, are going to attempt an onside kick as their kicker is lined up right at the 40-yard line where the ball is. And let's see, Riceburg's making some adjustments. And he is going to do an onside kick attempt. Riceburgs are right there and going to have great field position at the Warren 49-yard line. Guess who?
Yeah, Bo Barnes again. He
Mr. Onside.
Yeah, he has caught almost every onside kick so far here. Yeah, sure hands from number 9, Bo Barnes, and the Riceburgs have great field position here. 4:09 left in the second quarter. We can still see 2 or 3 touchdowns here. Plenty of time left.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about that. Here come the Riceburgs from the Warren Lumberjack. 49-yard line, 4:09 to go here in the first half. 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Single back standing to the right of Kane Price, the quarterback. Price takes a snap. Jeremiah Thomas gets the handoff, and he gets down inside the 45-yard line of Warren. Down to about the 43. Is that where they're going to set it down, Brent?
He's going to have about 6 on first down, Jeremiah Thomas. Following some blockers around the left side. Nice gain on first down.
Going to be second down and 4 coming up now. Again, the Riceburgs send 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Kane Price takes a snap and rolls to his right. Look, fire, got a man wide open at the 32-yard line. It's Jackson inside the 30, down to the 27, move the sticks for the Riceburgs.
There you go, 16 yards to Jeremiah Jackson, and the Riceburgs are quickly deep into Warren territory. The Lumberjacks have done it on a lot of big plays, and the Ricebirds are just a little bit more methodical.
A little more methodical driving it down the field. 3 wide outs to the left, which is now the wide side of the field. Handoff into the line. Jeremiah Thomas using his blockers, and he's going to be drugged down. Looked like a horse collar tackle, but no call.
He's going to have. They're going to have 8. Flag in the middle of the field there. Probably in the area of a hold.
And that is going to be the case. Hold against the Ricebirds. Flag thrown at the Warren 23-yard line. 3:13 to go. Clock stopped here in the first half. Warren Lumberjacks with a 28-24 lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds here on senior night. Final regular season home game of the year for the Ricebirds. And after the penalty, it's going to push it back to the 33-yard line. First down now and about 8, it looks like. And there's a whistle before the snap. Timeout, Warren. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
At Petra Chevrolet GMC in Stuttgart, the 2026 models are rolling in, and that means the 2025 model year-end clearance is underway. We've got a great selection of new Chevrolet and GMC models, and all are priced to sell. As a matter of fact, when it comes to new Chevrolet and GMC trucks, we won't be beat on price. And when you consider local hometown service after the sale, why go anywhere else? See us today, especially while selection is best on remaining 25 models. That's Petra Chevrolet GMC, 19th and Main in Stuttgart.
And we welcome you back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you joining us tonight for Stuttgart Ricebird football. Beautiful evening here for football. Nice little breeze, cool, kind of feels like football weather out there, Brent.
It does. It does. A nice October night for football.
3 wide outs to the left coming out of the timeout. First down, 15 for the Ricebirds. After the penalty, a fake to Hall, fires across the middle, got a man complete at the 20, the 15, the 10. Jamarion Horde's inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line.
Jamarion Horde right across the middle of the field. Kane found him and hit him right in the numbers, and boy, the Ricebirds are right back in business here after that big 30-yard catch by Horde.
First down, goal to go from the Warren 3-yard line. Here come the Ricebirds from the near hash mark, moving from the left to the right. Kane Price with an empty backfield. Takes the snap, just keeps it himself into the line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Ricebirds. Kane Price takes it the final 3.
Kane's second touchdown on the ground of the night. He has 8 carries for 36 yards and 2 scores on the ground, and about a minute and a half is all it took the Birds there to get that touchdown. So, yeah, we have –
short field too, Brent. After that onside
you're right.
kick.
You're right, yeah. Yeah, you know, this may be like that Hamburg Warren game here, 60-something to 50-something with the way it's looking.
Dawson McKelvey is on to attempt the extra point. Left foot soccer-style kicker. He drills it, and the Ricebirds retake the lead 31-28 over the Warren Lumberjacks with 2:39 to go in the first half. Back with more Ricebird football, 30 seconds.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank, we keep banking simple, with you in mind. Get paid early. Avoid fees. Bank from anywhere. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Choose your account and open online in minutes. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. All accounts subject to approval. Restrictions apply.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Warren Lumberjacks by a score of 31-28. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds, Dawson McKelvey set to kick off. Birds just taking the lead, 31-28. And he hits it down to about the 25. It's going to be scooped up at the 20, and the Ricebird special teams are going to converge there and bring down the return man. Brent, you just said let's not kick it as deep, and
that's right.
And Coach heard you.
Yeah, he just kind of a couple little squib kick there, went down to about the 25, and they returned it to the 36. A pretty good coverage by the Ricebird special teams. 2:33 left, 2 timeouts for both teams here. Plenty of time for teams to score here, but this Ricebird defense desperately needs to stop here as Warren gets the ball to start the third quarter.
Shout out to special teams, number 23, Tristan Robinson, number 24, Keelan Owens, and number 30, Jacob Eagle in on that last stop. Warren, first down and 10, takes, hands off in the line. Running room, it's going to be upended about a yard short of a first down.
Yep. Jeremiah Thomas came up from his safety spot, 9 yards on that run.
Moves it out to the 45 of the Warren Lumberjacks. They're moving from the right to the left. Sends a man in motion from the right, lines up as a slot on the left. Takes the same play, hands off into the line, and this time Ricebirds defended a little better, but he gets just across the midfield stripe into Ricebird territory. And again, that's Aaron Davis on the carry for the Lumberjacks.
9 yards on the first play, 5 yards on that play, and there's a Lumberjack lineman still down on the field.
Right at the midfield stripe.
Looks like it might be number 68, I believe.
And both teams sort of retreat to their respective sidelines, and want to mention once again fireworks tonight sponsored by Turpin Funeral Home. Also want to mention Drew Ligon with Arkansas Farm Bureau fed the players and cheerleaders before the game tonight. Appreciate them and appreciate Turpin Funeral Home. Ray Gilbert down in the end zone is firing the fireworks for us, and Ray, you may run out tonight the way it's going.
A lot of fireworks on the field tonight.
There you go. You're exactly right. We may have to get out there and borrow Ray's fire extinguisher. Still tending to the Lumberjack. Now he gets up.
And that is number 68, Joshua Green, 6 foot 306. He's jogging off.
He is. I believe he's going to be okay. Maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. Hope that's the case. Good to see him getting up and jogging off on the sideline. Probably see him back in here. Hope so. All right, here come the Warren Lumberjacks from the Ricebird 49-yard line. 2:06 to go in the first half. First down and 10. Jackson Denton, the quarterback. Shotgun formation. Takes, hands off Davis in line. Boy, Davis barely got his hands on that ball, and the Ricebirds were all over him.
Yeah, Caven Bryant, number 29, blitz from his linebacker spot, came around that right side of that Warren line, and he met Davis right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Ball still at the Ricebird 49-yard line. Second down and 10. Clock moving. 1:35, 34, 33 in the first half. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Ball's toward the center of the field. Back to pass. Looking guy going to fire out in the flats. Got Davis complete. Crosses midfield, and 45-40 still on his feet. Got a penalty marker down as Brent points out here at about the 38-yard line. Let's see what that's all about.
Well, it's going to be a gain of about, it's down to the 32. Let me gain of about 17 on the play if it counts.
Waiting for the gentleman in the white hat to give us a indication. And he keeps looking to the Warren sideline.
Yeah, so I believe it's on the Ricebirds. Maybe a defensive holding. It's going to be a gain of 17 on the play.
Still waiting. I mean, that would be a no-brainer to me.
Absolutely. I mean, you take the.
I don't know what you have to think about on that. If it is it is a hold against the Ricebirds, it's going to be declined. Another nice play. Davis takes that little short screen pass, Brent, and just turns it on that far side, shows his speed, and moves it deep into Ricebird territory. Warren Lumberjacks have it first down and 10, Stuttgart 33 with 1:18 to go here in the first half. They're going to send 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right, single back, standing to the right of Jackson Denton, the quarterback. Sends a man in motion. Going to line up as a slot on the left. Takes, hands off into the line, covered up with both hands, and gets across the 30 down to about the 28-yard line.
Kipton Carey in there on the tackle. Gain of about 6 on that.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Here come the Lumberjacks. Ricebird defense not set. Fires it out there, and there's a penalty marker finally.
I don't think the offense
wasn't set either.
Yeah, might not have been set either. Yep, false start. Yeah, the Lumberjacks going just a little
too fast.
A little too fast there, and it's going to cost them 5 yards.
48 seconds to go in the first half. Ricebirds with a 31-28 lead. And just FYI, the Lumberjacks are close to field goal range.
Yeah, they are. But they are going against the breeze here.
You're exactly right. 3 wideouts left, 2 to the right, back to pass. Now look at all the room the quarterback's got to run. He's just going to run it outside. Best carry of the night for the quarterback by far.
It is. He's going to be short of the first down by a yard or 2, but he picks up about 8.
3rd down and 2. They're going to mark the ball right at the Ricebird 25-yard line. And I watched their field goal kicker kick them in pre-warm-up from 42 yards. Of course, it's a little different when you're warming up versus.
But they're not thinking about 3.
No, they're thinking about 6.
Yep.
36 seconds to go here in the first half. 3 wideouts to the left. Take handoff Davis into the line. Look at the running room. I mean, you could have driven a truck through that hole that he had right there. Gets it down inside the Ricebird 10-yard line. It should set up first down, goal to go for the Lumberjacks at the Ricebird 9. Timeout, Warren. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Do you know how much life insurance your partner has? What company is it with? Do you have life insurance? Is it through your employer only, or do you have a policy that you own? This is Holly Brothers, and as a life insurance agent, it is my responsibility to discuss the types of coverage available to you and put a plan in place for when your employer no longer provides coverage. Life insurance costs more as we age, so don't wait to apply. Let's lock in your rate today and save. Give Keith or myself a call at Connection Insurance 870-673-9249.
Welcome back to Mosley Stadium. First down, goal to go for the Warren Lumberjacks from the Stuttgart 9-yard line. 3 wideouts to the left, which is the wide side of the field. The Jacks moving from the right to the left. High snap to the quarterback, takes, hands off Davis. Davis just digging his way down close to the 5-yard line with 24 seconds to go.
Gain of about 4 on that play.
Clock moving, 18, 17, 16. Fires out toward the end zone, incomplete. Penalty marker comes in. The receiver was going down, so I'm guessing they're going to call pass interference against the Ricebirds.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's going to be pass interference.
Or actually holding is what they.
Holding. That was Blaze Fellows out there, and he was grabbed a little bit there on the corner.
Interesting.
Yeah, 11 seconds left. 1 timeout for Warren. They'll have the ball, I assume, at about the 2. Yep, at the 2.
2-yard line. I'll just do a heavy dose of number 5. But
well, here's a Wildcat here.
Oh, you're exactly right.
I think that's Steen back. I'm not sure who that is at the Wildcat. But yeah, it's Steen.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Warren. On the carry, Josiah Steen. And Warren retakes the lead here with 7 seconds to go in the first half.
2 yards on that run for Steen. We've seen Warren do that for years there in their short yardage package. And they bring in a couple extra blocking backs and just snap it out of the Wildcat and just try to out man you on that play. And on that play, Steen outraced everybody to the corner. Marquez on again for a PAT. And it's good.
Kicks up, and it is good. And the Warren Lumberjacks retake the lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds, 35-31. Back with the ensuing kickoff here at Ned Mosley Stadium in 30 seconds.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange. Because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
And we welcome you back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart with 7 seconds to go here in the first half. Warren Lumberjacks now set to kick to the Stuttgart Reichbirds. They had just regained the lead, 35-31. Marquez puts his foot into it, a knuckleball. It's going to be fielded at the Reichsburg 20-yard line, back across to the 25, coming to the near sideline, breaks a tackle, turns the corner, 35-40, and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Taquan Hall takes us to the halftime mark with a nice return. And the Stuttgart Reichbirds head to the locker room trailing the Warren Lumberjacks by a score of 35-31. We've got the Southern Bancorp halftime show coming your way. We're going to have a performance by the Reichsbird Marching Band. We'll have halftime stats from Brent, and we'll have more information, try to get some scores from around the area as the conference seasons now begin to wind down, and playoff implications with every game being played now. We'll talk about it all on the Southern Bancorp halftime show. We'll get started on that in 6 minutes.
Are you tired of leaking on yourself? Tired of those embarrassing moments? Do you have chronic sciatica? Low back pain? Are you experiencing painful intercourse? Hemorrhoids? Maybe you're dealing with erectile dysfunction. Would you like to improve your balance? And oh, the incontinence. Did you know that all of that can be resolved in as little as 3 weeks? That's right, only 28 minutes twice a week for 3 weeks. Most people notice a difference after their second session. The Emcella by BTL is so easy to use. You stay fully clothed. It's totally non-invasive. And there is 95% patient satisfaction. This is a breakthrough for incontinence and ED. And we here at the Katie Shack have made all of this relief possible for you. So why put up with those symptoms, especially now that you know that there is a cure? We have special financing available, and we have amazing affordable packaging deals. This is FDA approved and proven. Please call us at 870-873-4300 and let us help you on this journey to a better, healthier way of life.
Every tackle, every touchdown, Stuttgart stands tall behind the Reichsbirds, and so does Sutherland's on 22nd Street. From bad boy mowers to lumber, plumbing, appliances, and furniture, Sutherland's has the tools and the know-how to keep this town running strong. Proud to support the Stuttgart Reichsbirds, because at Sutherland's, friendly service and hometown pride always play on the same team.
Did you know that since 1907, Lane has been providing water services to cities, industries, and farmers, not just in the Grand Prairie area, but all across the state. Lane provides pump sales and installation, constructs and designs water wells, and installs underground pipes. Lane also has an in-house machine shop, which is prepared to service and repair all brands and sizes of pumps, gear drives, and motors, along with the complete parts department open to the public. For all your water needs, contact Lane first at 2015 South Main in Stuttgart, or call 870-673-1591.
What does it feel like to know it matters to others how you're doing? What's weighing on your mind? That you're happy right now, that your body's healthy, and that those around you are taken care of too. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of Arkansans for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind. So you and the ones you love can live your best life your whole life long. Take good care, Arkansas.
When it comes to harvest season, you're no stranger to long hours, which is why your Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement in Stuttgart, is extending their parts and service hours to help you be ready during this crucial time of year. Trust factory-trained technicians to provide knowledgeable expertise and quick turnaround times. Ask Progressive Tractor and Implement about their next-day parts availability and count on their professionals to help ensure that your equipment stays up and running all day or all night for maximum production and bushels. Contact your local Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement, for more information.
Greg Hatcher and his companies are proud supporters of high school football. The Hatcher Agency is the state's largest employee benefits agency, offering outrageous service and voted best insurance agency in Arkansas virtually every year since 2004. Hatcher Capital Investments offers 401k plans and wealth management. Twin City Limousine offers vehicles that are great for weddings. And of course, the popular Scoops homemade ice cream. Greg Hatcher and his companies wish you a successful season.
Like you, Stedman's Ace Hardware is passionate about their community. They support the Lions Club, Fight Like a Kid, and numerous other organizations, including youth, high school, and adult sports programs. Whether helping their neighbors or helping their customers, Stedman's Ace Hardware truly is the helpful place. Shop Weber Grills, Blackstone Griddles, Traeger Pellet Grills and Pellets, and more, and get all the help you need at Stedman's Ace Hardware, 110 South College in downtown Stuttgart. Stedman's Ace Hardware, the helpful place.
My primary care provider helps me make better decisions about my physical and mental health.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns. And most insurance companies don't charge you for having annual wellness checks.
With them, I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider, but if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Visit chistvincent.com to find a primary care provider.
Hi, this is Jennifer Smith from Wilkerson Jewelers. The real value in any jewelry is the sentimental connection that you have to the pieces you own. The beautiful earrings your grandparents gave you when you graduated. The amazing engagement ring your fiancé surprised you with. The watch your company presented you with when you retired from your job. For over 50 years, Wilkerson's has been a part of those special moments. And we love that we get to be a small part of some of the most important experiences of your lives. No matter what your budget, come in to shop or check us out online at wilkersonjewelers.com. Easy financing and layaway are available. At Wilkerson Jewelers in beautiful downtown Stuttgart, we want to build memories with you.
Finding your place is more than just a location. It's about discovering your purpose, exploring your passions on a campus that feels like home. At A-State, you can achieve at the highest levels, form lasting relationships, and support the Red Wolves, both on campus and in the wild. Whether you're into research, the arts, healthcare, or maybe something else, there's a place for you at Arkansas State University. Find your place in the pack. Visit astate.edu to learn more.
Muck boots are ready to take on any job while keeping you protected. And you'll find original Muck boots at U.S. Irrigation Distributors in Stuttgart and DeWitt, along with comfortable, stylish, and tough Twisted X footwear. Check out these two great lines of boots and shoes, including 100% weatherproof designs today at U.S. Irrigation. Original Muck boots and Twisted X footwear. U.S. Irrigation Distributors, Highway 165 north of Stuttgart and in DeWitt at 550 Highway 165 north. Call 673-2830 or 946-4116.
Welcome to the Southern Bancorp halftime show tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Side of tonight's Big 8-4A conference matchup between the Stuttgart Ricebirds and the Warren Lumberjacks. The Warren Lumberjacks lead here at the half, 35-31. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and we're sure glad to have you joining us tonight, either on Country 97.3 FM or on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebird YouTube channel. We appreciate so much you're tuning in here tonight. And also want to remind you that Stuttgart Ricebird football now can be heard and watched this season through the new EAB Media Group mobile app. Catch the Ricebird audio stream or the live video stream on the EAB Media Group app, available for free on the App Store and Google Play. Lots of ways to watch and listen to the Stuttgart Ricebirds. Right now, the Ricebird Band seniors are being introduced, and it's my understanding we're not going to have a band performance here at the half. So those of you might be tuning in for that, we'll catch that for you, obviously, on other nights other than on senior night here. But they are recognizing all the seniors, and Brent, there's a bunch of them out there.
Yes, there are. They are spread out from the 25 to the 25, and they are 4 rows deep out there.
But what a great night as they get recognized. Boy, I tell you, it's a hard-working group. I mean, just this last Tuesday, they competed in a regional marching assessment in Cabot, came away with all superiors, earning them a trip to the state marching playoff that will be held at War Memorial Stadium on November the 3rd, just a couple of weeks out. So really a great job. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, they were at CrossFit for a Friday night game. Then the next morning, I think at 10 o'clock, they had to perform at Lake Hamilton High School in Hot Springs. And I tell you, they're just all the loading and unloading. And I think back to homecoming week, all the performances that they had. They loaded and unloaded and came to all of the smaller schools, the middle school and and Park Avenue Elementary to perform. And, and then had a pep rally that day, pep rally downtown, performance that night on the field. So busy bunch, this Stuttgart-Ricebird Marching Band, and a great job, Mr. Kevin Sherman, Miss Shannon Hudgens, and Miss Sarah Schroeder for the great work that they do. A little correction here also from mentioned a little bit earlier, the players and the cheerleaders. I mentioned earlier they were fed by Drew Ligon, and that is partially correct, but Casey Sieber and Cole Wilson, also his Farm Bureau buddies there, all three of those did that. I apologize, I had a little misinformation there, but Casey Sieber, Drew Ligon, and Cole Wilson were responsible for feeding the players and the cheerleaders today, and really appreciate them so much. I want to mention also again, Turpin Funeral Home sponsoring the fireworks tonight. And then on a sad note here, Brent, I wanted to mention as well, today I lost one of my classmates and a former Ricebird football player, Jerry Lee Bogard, from the class of 73, passed away earlier this morning. And Jerry was part of the 1970 state championship team and also the 1971 state runner-up team. The thing about the 71 state runner-up team that impresses me as much as anything, Brent, was back then they had an overall ranking of football in the state. We had classifications, but there was also an overall ranking, and the Stuttgart Ricebirds played Fort Smith Northside, the perennial power that really every year there for several decades, to within 2 points, really, and Jerry Lee would tell you that we really beat them, but the officials didn't let that happen on that Thursday night in Fort Smith. But anyway, the Ricebirds went ahead, took care of business, and in the 8th week of the season, I believe, against Forest City, at Forest City, the Ricebirds won and got the word that Fort Smith Northside had lost, and the Ricebirds were elevated to the #1 overall team in the state.
Wow.
Over Springdale, over Fort Smith Northside, over all of the big schools. Stuttgart Ricebirds were the #1 ranked team, and they stayed that way until the championship game, Class 2A, and then they got beat by the Morrilton Devil Dogs, and that ended, and really a huge upset there. The Ricebirds were heavily favored in that, but it just wasn't their night. Came away with a state runner-up, but that was in that era. Jerry Lee Bogard played on those teams, and, of course, also played on the 72 team as well. But passed away earlier today. Jerry Lee, really a great Ricebird fan, and certainly Ricebird forever, and he will be missed. Brent, have we got some stats here from the first half of this one?
Yes, we do. It took me a while to add them up.
Well, boy. I saw your calculator smoking over there. So, All right.
All right. For the Warren Lumberjacks, Aaron Davis, 12 carries for 62 yards. Josiah Steen, 1 carry for 2 yards. And through the air, Jackson Denton is 10 for 17, 281 yards, and 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. In the first half, they are led receiving by Tayshawn Edwards. He has 6 catches for 181 yards, 51 on the ground, 281 passing, 332 yards for the Warren Lumberjacks in the first half. For the Ricebirds, Taquan Hall, 11 carries, 83 yards. Jeremiah Thomas, 1 carry for 6. Kane Price has 8 for 36. Through the air, Kane has passed for 202 yards and 2 touchdowns. QT Johnson has 4 catches for 55. Jeremiah Jackson, 5 for 38. Jamarion Horde has 6 catches for 97. Caden Sims, 1 for 18. Taquan Hall, 1 for 10. Hayden Pryden, 1 for 8. 125 on the ground, 202 through the air. 327 total yards for Stuttgart, 332 for Warren. So that is almost as even as it is on the scoreboard.
Yep, absolutely.
And the difference here, I think, in the first half is of course that first drive there for Stuttgart when they had to settle
for a field goal.
Yeah, you know, if they get the touchdown here, we got a tie ball game here. So yeah,
exactly.
There was one stop by the Ricebird defense where they got the interception and
they turned that into points too.
Yeah, they did, and 2 stops you could say for the Warren defense when they forced the field goal. And then they forced a turnover on downs.
Yes.
You know, just a few series later, and that's the difference in the game right now because there hasn't been a punt. You know, there's been a ton of points put on the board, and with the Warren Lumberjacks getting the ball here, It is a huge possession for the Riceburg defense to try to get the ball back without letting them score there.
Maybe create turnover, and certainly got to continue to try to get to that quarterback because he is he's deadly accurate with that arm.
Well, you know, when we actually hit him and forced that fumble before the ball just shot out of bounds before the Ricebirds were over there to get it, and then, you know, 3 plays later, I think they're in the end zone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they flipped the field just that quick. So here at Ned Mosley Stadium, they are finishing up with the senior band recognition, and I'm not sure if Warren's band is going to perform. I see their tubas up in the stands,
so
I'm guessing
look like it.
So I'm guessing they're not going to. Brent, let's take a look around the 8-4A conferences. We're starting to kind of shake things out here with 3 weeks to go, including tonight. The Ricebirds, the only undefeated overall team, but they're 4-0 in conference, right in there with the Hamburg Lions. Hamburg tonight is hosting Star City, so you got to think the Lions are going to move to 5-0 in conference.
Yeah, Lynn, I think so, because I just see that halftime score. Hamburg leads 63-0.
There you go. Wow. And well, they're going to go on and win that one. You can pretty well, you can mark that one down. Of course, we right here at Ned Mosley Stadium, the Ricebirds at 4-0 and the Warren Lumberjacks at 3-1 are duking it out. And then you've got Helena really kind of alone there in the number 4 spot with a 2-2 conference record. And then you've got DeWitt, Monticello, and Crossett all with 1-3 conference records. And of course, Star City 0-4, going to drop to 0-5 tonight. But the battle looks like it's probably going to be between DeWitt and Monticello, maybe for that final playoff spot.
Yeah, and boy, I just saw the score from the Crossett and DeWitt game, and that game is tied at half 6-6.
Well, I think DeWitt has had some issues,
injuries.
Yeah, they're missing some players, and so that's probably going to be tough for the Dragons. But nonetheless, they need that win over Crossett to stay alive for a chance for a playoff game there as well. Looking back to the scores from last week, of course, the Ricebirds beat Monticello 52-28. Helena beat DeWitt 54-38. Hamburg beat Crossett 45-7. Warren over Star City 42-14. Now tonight, in addition to the game that you're watching or listening to here, Warren at Stuttgart, Star City at Hamburg. Brent mentioned that. Monticello at Helena. Probably an interesting game there.
Yeah, that's a very good game.
Of course, it'll probably be 3 days before you'll ever get a report out of Helena.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know, and that's a long trip for Monticello. You know, they have a good team, you know, but so does Helena. So, yeah, that'll be a great game.
And then, of course, you mentioned DeWitt at Crossett. Let's take a peek now to next week, which will be the final Friday night of the 8-4A conference, because all the games on the last week are going to be on a Thursday.
Right.
So next week will be the final Friday night. Stuttgart will be at Star City. Hamburg will be at DeWitt. Helena will be at Warren. And Crossett will be at Monticello. So when you look at the matchups, you got to think they're more meaningful tonight than they're going to be next week, because you kind of see that maybe next week's might be a little bit more cut and dry.
Right.
And then looking at the final night of action on Thursday, November the 6th, Stuttgart will be at Hamburg, could potentially be for a conference championship depending on the outcome of the game tonight. And, of course, see what happens next week as well. Monticello at DeWitt on the final week, as Star City will be at Helena and Warren will be at Crossett. So certainly the premier game, at least it looks like right now, would be the Stuttgart at Hamburg game.
Yeah, you know, that Monticello at
DeWitt could very well be for a playoff spot.
You're right, yeah.
So that's all coming up in the 8-4A conference here. Now, we are still probably about 3 or 4 minutes away from the start of the second half. We're still waiting on the teams to come out of the locker room. So let's take another break here on the Southern Bancorp Halftime Show. When Brent and I come back, we'll be getting set for the third quarter of action. We've got a good one here from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. The Warren Lumberjacks lead the Stuttgart Ricebirds 35-31 here at the half. We'll be back in 4 minutes.
The electric cooperatives got its start lighting Arkansas, and we continue to meet that demand with every resource we can deliver. We're powering your life where you live every single day through one of 17 local cooperatives, each unique, always united, and in your community. Our mission? To provide reliable, affordable, and responsible power to every corner of Arkansas. It's the local hometown cooperative way, because we're better connected together. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Pico Foods says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
It's time for a road trip to Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas, home to the legendary thermal waters giving Hot Springs its name. This unique mountain town features historic bathhouses, hiking trails, biking trails, a 4-story treehouse, roller coasters, a casino, horse races, bathtub races, an interactive science museum, fishing, boating, parades, a bustling downtown, and a peaceful vista overlooking it all. Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's time for a road trip. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
Running a business means finding the right people, and that's where Express Employment Professionals comes in. Whether you need full-time, part-time, or seasonal employees, Express has you covered. From office staff to skilled trades, Express matches the right talent to your needs quickly and efficiently. With offices in Stuttgart, Wynne, Helena, and Pine Bluff, they're ready to support your business no matter the size. And if you're looking for a job, Express is here for you too. For more information or to apply, call 870-672-4568 or visit expresspros.com. Express Employment Professionals, your staffing solution.
Not only is Southland Casino and Resort in West Memphis the largest gaming and entertainment destination in the Mid-South, it's the only casino in the natural state to earn the prestigious AAA 4-diamond rating. The rating recognized Southland for the high degree of hospitality, service, and attention to details it's known for, as well as the luxurious accommodations and amenities offered at the 300-room, 20-story hotel. To learn more, log on to deltabyways.com.
Gear up. It's hunting season and Max Prairie Wings is looking for backup. We're hiring cashiers, sales associates, warehouse associates, customer service, and firearms team members. Be part of the action at America's premier waterfowl outfitter. Apply today in store at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart, Arkansas.
We're able to bring you Stuttgart Ricebird football every Friday night thanks to our great sponsors like Arkansas Senator Ronald Caldwell. Senator Caldwell is a strong supporter of high school athletics and believes in its power to develop our young men and women. Senator Caldwell proudly serves District 10, which includes Arkansas, Jackson, Cross, St. Francis, Lee, Monroe, Woodruff, Prairie, Poinsett, and Lonoke counties. Senator Ronald Caldwell, proud sponsor of Stuttgart Ricebird football.
Shop pink this October at Coker Hampton as we support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Find meaningful gifts, self-care items, and trusted pharmacy care for every stage of your journey. Visit us at 218 South Main Street in downtown Stuttgart. Call, text, or FaceTime the gift shop at 870-659-0777. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We'd love to see you.
And we welcome you back to the Southern Bancorp halftime show from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds trail the Warren Lumberjacks 35-31 here at the half. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're sure glad to have you joining us tonight for Ricebird football. Both teams have made their way out of the respective locker rooms, and the Warren Lumberjacks are warming up in the south end zone. The Stuttgart Ricebirds warming up on the north end of the field. And we'll be set here for Ricebird football action coming up here shortly. Want to mention the junior Ricebirds. Their season came to an end last night. And while it certainly wasn't the season that I know the guys wanted, they fell last night 17-14 at Warren. But, and of course, lost a heartbreaker right here at Mosley Stadium last week to Monticello in the Battle of the Undefeateds, and ended the season with 2 losses. But what a fabulous year it was. And, hey, how about a shout-out to those 7th grade Ricebirds, 9-0 undefeated.
There you go. Yeah, I saw a picture of them on Facebook yesterday. Not a big roster there.
Yeah.
Of course, just that one grade, but boy, yeah, and undefeated season, definitely something to be proud of.
No question about that, and certainly good things to look forward to for the future.
That's right. Absolutely.
You bet. Southern Bancorp halftime show right now at Mosley Stadium. They've put a little bit of time back on the clock here, but we're going to keep it right here. Want to mention a great crowd here tonight as well, and also across the way over there, nice crowd of Lumberjack fans decked out in their hunter orange over there. The Ricebirds are huddling up now as they're getting ready to break and come to the sideline. Same thing with the Warren Lumberjacks. The Ricebirds tonight dressed in their home maroon, sharp maroon pants and jerseys and helmets, white trim. Numbers are white. Helmets have and we see the fireworks going off here as the team makes its way back onto the sideline. Ricebird helmets have their jersey number on one side, the Flying Bird logo on the other side, and they have a white stripe down the middle that starts wide in the front and goes to a point in the very back. And then the Warren Lumberjacks tonight, very familiar bright orange helmets with an axe on the side, and then they've got white jerseys with black numbers that are trimmed in orange, and they've got bright orange pants. So it's not hard to miss those Warren Lumberjacks, them and the Malvern Leopards with that bright orange.
That's right, orange and black, and the Nashville Scrappers as well.
Same
but luckily
way.
we haven't seen them in quite a while. So.
No, we haven't. They're, of course, in that 7-4A conference. And speaking of that, they're down there with the Malvern Leopards. Malvern got their first conference loss last week, Brent. They lost to Bauxite 41-16. So Malvern, that was their first loss since they lost to Stuttgart back second week of the season. So they're 4-3. And we also want to mention Lone Oak. They're 5-2. They got a big 50-14 win over CAC last week. So I always kind of like to keep up with the Ricebirds non-conference opponents to see how they do, and kind of gives you an idea how we've done.
That's right.
Here come the Ricebirds. Dawson McKelvey is going to kick it off. It's going to be picked up at the 21-yard line, back across the 30, and that's about going to do it. Falling forward to about the 34-yard line on the ball. On the carry for the Lumberjacks, number 5, Aaron Davis.
Yeah, good kick that time by Dawson McKelvey. Kind of a worm burner down there, as I like to call it. Just a low, hard kick. That took some time to get down there, and the Ricebirds special teams did a good job of getting down there and taking them down at the 32.
Thank you for listening to the Southern Bancorp halftime show here from Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Warren, a little double pass, and they got a man wide open down here, and he has got it at the 35. Ricebirds, Keaton Byers going to catch him and bring him down to 20, but nice little trick play there, and the Ricebirds left him all alone, but now Keaton Byers made up the ground pretty quick.
He did. 45 yards on that throw and catch on Steen on the halfback pass, and as I said in the pregame, Lynn, you gotta be ready for anything and everything when you play Warren, and they break out the halfback pass for a big game.
Wide outs to each side. 2 of them are outside the numbers. 2 wide outs to each side. Single back in the backfield, sends a man in motion from the right, lines up as a slot on the left. Hands off to number 5 in the line, and a good hard run behind that back that just lined up in that slot position.
Aaron Davis on the carry. He's going to have 7.
Moves it down to the Stuttgart 11-yard line. In the Ricebird red zone early here, just underway. Second half action. Warren with a 35-31 lead. And the first possession of the third quarter, we always say, is an important one. The Ricebird defense needs to come up with something here.
They do. Big plays have been the name of the game for Warren tonight so far.
2 wide outs to each side. Single back lined up to the left, now to the right of the quarterback. Jackson Denton takes a snap, hands off to Davis in the line, and the Ricebirds corral him and actually pull him backwards as he crosses the 15-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 14, but going to be short of a first down. It's going to bring up now 3rd down and short.
Yeah, not much going that time for Davis. Good job by the line there, wrapping him up and pulling him back, not letting him keep his legs going and fall forward. Yep, 3rd down and 2, just underway in the second half.
Lumberjacks from the center of the field. Moving from the left to the right on your radio dial. Fakes to Davis, fires, and the ball is batted down. I'm telling you what, the Ricebirds got the hands up.
Yep. Good coverage that time because I actually looked downfield and Cordero Berry might have had a play on that ball if he would have got to let go of it there. But, yeah, nice play by the defense to bring up 4th down here. And Denton's going out of the game here, so I'm sure we'll see that Wildcat action from the Lumberjacks here.
Not even considering a field goal, and they're well within field goal range.
They are.
2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Wildcat formation with Steen. And a high snap to Steen. Now there's a whistle before the snap as well.
Yeah.
And the ball was almost snapped over Steen's
False
head.
start. There we go.
Wouldn't that have been something, Brent, if it had snapped over his head because that was the first play of the drive last week against Monticello that they snapped.
Cordero Berry was back there in the backfield too, but it's going to cost them 5 yards. Take it back to 4th down and about 7 now. Jackson Denton coming back into the game here. 4th down and 6.5 or so, we'll call it. Big play here for both teams.
You bet.
Early in the 3rd quarter.
4th down. Ricebirds need a stop in the worst way. Everybody's pretty well in tight. Back to pass. Looking, fires across the middle. Got a man complete and short of a first down. How about that play by Damari McKinney to deny the receiver the first down mark?
And Damari McKinney was right there and wrapped him up for a gain of only about 4.5. And, yeah, fantastic tackle and a big stop there for the Ricebird defense. That's what they needed there. And they get the ball back here with a chance to take the lead. Great start for the defense.
You bet it was. Man, that was a big stop.
It was.
10:21 to go, 3rd quarter. Ricebirds trail 35-31. This is their first possession of the 2nd half. 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Kane Price, the quarterback, back to pass, looking now, being chased out of the pocket. Fires, got a man complete at the 30. And that is Q.T. Johnson. He's got it out to the 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Ricebirds will have a first down and 10.
24 yards. Price to Q.T. Johnson. Price got flushed out of the pocket, but kept the play alive, picked up a big 24 yards.
Boy, it's good to see QT back out there. You know, and I still don't think he doesn't look like he's 100% to me, Brent, but they're using him sparingly. 2 wide outs to the right. Going to hand off. Taquan Hall using his blockers and powers his way up to the 43-yard line.
He's going to have 4 on first down. 12 carries, 87 yards for Taquan Hall. 2nd down, 6 for Stuttgart. Jeremiah Thomas coming in for Hall now.
From the far hash mark, Ricebirds, 2nd down, 6. Going to send 3 wide outs to the left. That's Jackson, Prine, and Johnson. Going to hand to Thomas over the right side, trying to turn the corner, and does. He gets a first down, moves the ball into Warren territory down to the 46-yard line.
All right, Jeremiah Thomas around the far side there. He picks up about 11 yards in the first down.
You know, Brent, we talk about this every week, but I'm beginning to think that obviously Warren, like their line, going both ways, you know, and really their D-backs going both ways is too. Yeah. You might start seeing just a little bit of fatigue.
Maybe so, yeah.
On that orange and white side. Here comes Kane Price, back to pass. Now he's just going to tuck it down. He's got some running room. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and 15, 10. Is he in the end zone?
Yeah.
He takes it to the house. Kane Price and the Ricebirds regain the lead.
46 yards that time. The Ricebirds receivers came out to the left side. Price didn't find anybody open. He looked right, and there was nothing but green grass in front of him. He turned on the speed down the sidelines and then avoided a couple Lumberjacks inside the 20, made his way into the end zone, 46 yards, and now the Ricebirds are getting some big plays on offense.
How in the world did they keep from knocking him out of bounds on that far side over there?
A big-time run.
Ricebirds getting their personnel in. Plenty of time on the play clock. Dawson McKelvey set for the extra point. Keaton Byers is the holder, and the kick is wide right to the is no good. So the Ricebird lead stays 37-35. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
When it comes to harvest season, you're no stranger to long hours, which is why your Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement in Stuttgart, is extending their parts and service hours to help you be ready during this crucial time of year. Trust factory-trained technicians to provide knowledgeable expertise and quick turnaround times. Ask Progressive Tractor and Implement about their next-day parts availability and count on their professionals to help ensure that your equipment stays up and running all day or all night for maximum production and bushels. Contact your local Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement, for more information.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart with their 3 locations. They got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Dawson McKelvey moves up, puts his foot into it, end-over-end kick's going to be taken at the 25. Now running to the far side, across the 30 and 35, and that's about going to do it on the return. Looked like Blaze Fellows, number 7.
Yep. Caden Sims, Kipton Carey in there on the tackle. And Ricebird special teams doing a better job of not letting the Lumberjacks get all the way outside there. They're staying out wide and forcing them back inside where they have help there, and they've done a much better job on the last 3 kickoffs.
Shout out on special teams, number 30, Jacob Eagle, number 24, Keelan Owens. First down and 10 for the Lumberjacks from the 37-yard line. 9:04 to go, third quarter, second possession, for the Lumberjacks in the second half. Quarterback takes, hands off into the line. The Ricebirds are right there to stuff the ball carrier.
Yep, Aaron Davis on the carry. He got hit right about the line of scrimmage, fell forward for about 2, but that's going to be it on first down.
Trey Phillips for the Ricebirds in on the stop with several other birds. Second down, 8 coming up now for the Jacks from just shy of their own 39-yard line. Ball's toward the center of the field. Moving from the left to the right, from the north to the south here at Mosley Stadium. 3 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left.
Ooh.
Fires and almost intercepted by Damari McKinney.
Yeah, that was a dangerous pass there. He was looking for Edwards there on a little 5-yard pass, but boy, Damari McKinney was standing right there too, and he got a hand on it.
I tell you what, Birds need to stop right here, Brent, and they can start making a little bit of noise. Some wholesale changes.
Timeout.
On the line.
Yep, timeout Stuttgart here. Ricebirds with some personnel issues there, and Coach Price takes a timeout.
Let's get that straightened out, and we'll take a 30-second timeout while he does it. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, this is Kyle Stovison with Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services in Stuttgart. If you're looking to purchase or refinance farm real estate, equipment, cattle, or need capital for your crop operating expenses, we finance it all and share our profits through our patronage program. At Ag Heritage, we have friendly loan officers, competitive rates, and most of all, a lender who provides you with a financing package tailor-made to fit your individual needs. Please contact Kevin Wingfield or myself, Kyle Stovison, in Stuttgart at 870-673-1558. Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services is an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. It's third down and 8 for the Warren Lumberjacks from their own 39-yard line. Ricebird defense digs in, trying to get a stop. Quarterback Jackson Denton takes a snap, getting some pressure, fires and overthrows the intended receiver on the far sideline. No flags, and the Ricebirds have forced a fourth down.
Yeah, he was getting some heavy pressure that time and just had to get rid of it just a little bit earlier than I think he would have liked, and sailed it over the head of the receiver there. Let's see what they're going to do.
Do they have a punter?
I have no idea if they have a punter. I don't know who the punter is. But
that doesn't look like an option.
It does not.
Unless he takes a step or 2 back, and that's the.
I don't
think so either. They're going for it. Fourth down, fires across the middle, incomplete, and the Ricebirds have held and will take over at the 37-yard line.
Yeah.
No, 39-yard line of the Warren Lumberjacks, and I'm scanning the field for a flag, Brent.
I don't see one. I don't see one. No.
There's a little something down here that, that looks like, I don't know what it is, but there's something a little bright down here about the 37-yard line, but that's not a flag.
No, Denton just kind of led his receiver just a little bit too far that time and unable to come up with that fourth down conversion.
You know, we got to him, hit him a couple of times, and plus, I tell you what, that line, the Riceburg's getting a little bit better penetration.
Yeah, they are.
Here come the Birds, first down and 10. From the Warren 39-yard line, Kane Price back to pass, looking, fires across the middle, got his man complete at the 23 and going to be brought down right there, but I believe that is
QT Johnson.
QT.
Yeah, 16 yards and the Riceburg first down.
Ricebirds lead 37-35, 8:08 to go in the third quarter. Ricebirds on the move at the Warren 23-yard line from the near hash mark. Look how close the defenders are playing our receivers. Handoff into the line, and not much there. Going to be brought down by number 22, Deshaun Adams.
Yep.
Also number 50 for the Lumberjacks, Braxton Embry, and that's the coach's son.
Yeah, I think he's just going to get the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it on that play for Hall.
Second down and 10 for the Ricebirds.
7:30 and clock rolling in the third quarter.
Of course, that defensive secondary's got a lot of speed. It's hard to get behind them, but
right.
Boy, they're sure playing close. Kane Price with Taquan Hall right beside him. Takes a snap, back to pass. Now he's just going to do a little shovel pass and just didn't get enough on it.
No.
Getting some pressure in there from number 50, Braxton Embry.
Yeah. Hembry that time with the hit on Price. And Price couldn't quite get enough on that little shovel pass. He had Jeremiah Jackson open there, and he could have picked up a few yards and maybe a first down, just unable to get it to him.
Third down and 10 for the Ricebirds.
You don't have to pick it all up here.
No.
4 down territory.
From the 23-yard line of the Warren Lumberjacks, 2 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Price takes a snap. He's looking right. Got some pressure. He fires and didn't quite get enough on it. He was getting a lot of pressure from number 50, Braxton Embry.
Yeah, he was trying to get a little inside screen there to QT Johnson. Just didn't get it enough on it. QT was unable to go down and get it. And had he caught it there, he would have been down at that spot anyway. So that's going to be fourth down and 10, and the Lumberjack defense is looking to hold here, right back.
Exactly. Boy, it'd be a shame if the Ricebirds cannot get something out of this, out of that big stop, because the stops have been scarce tonight. Everybody's in tight. Little receiver package on the left. Kane Price takes the snap, back to pass, looking, fires it hard. He's got a man completed the 10. And inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line on the reception, number 4, Jamarion Horde.
Jamarion Horde that time with the sure hands and takes it down to the 5. A big play there for the Ricebirds. 18 yards.
Fourth down conversion for the Ricebirds. I believe that's the second one tonight, isn't it, Brent?
Yes, it is.
First down, goal to go for the Ricebirds from the Warren 5-yard line. Empty backfield, 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Slot on the left. Kane Price, the quarterback, takes a snap over the left side himself. He just walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Ricebirds. Kane Price takes it to final 5.
His third touchdown on the ground that time. Took it around the left side. Bo Barnes was in there in a little wingback spot, and he was leading the way there, and they did not touch Price. Now who's down on the field? Down here in the corner. That might be Kane, but that's a cramp situation.
Yeah,
I believe it's what
stretched
that is.
out.
Yeah, I believe that's just a cramp because he wasn't even hit. We hope it's a cramp. He was hopping off here. Oh,
yeah.
Dawson McKelvey on for the PAT. Yeah, it is. They are stretching his right leg out.
And we're still missing a player on the field, and Bo Barnes is hustling on.
Plenty of time on the play clock, 20 seconds here. Ricebirds need his PAT to push it back to a 2-score lead. They lead by 8 right now.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds stretch their lead over the Warren Lumberjacks. The Birds lead 44-35. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Baptist Health Women's Clinic Stuttgart is committed to providing quality patient care through all stages of a woman's life.
We understand that different health concerns come with each new phase of a woman's life, so we provide education services, trained staff, and a board-certified OBGYN to meet every female body need. From pregnancy and childbirth to osteoporosis and gynecological exams, Baptist Health delivers the care you need to pursue a lifetime of wellness. Learn more at BaptistHealthWomen.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Petrus, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Dawson McKelvey kicks off. It's going to be returned from inside the 20 and back out across the 35.
And Dawson McKelvey wrapped him up and took him down.
Dawson McKelvey, that's at least his second tackle tonight on special teams.
It is, and that was a nice.
Oh, boy, he's feeling it too, isn't he?
Yeah, that was a nice form tackle. They were one-on-one. He just wrapped him up and took him down right at the 39-yard line.
We're going to miss him next year, I'll tell you for sure. He's been really a weapon for the Ricebirds.
Yep, he has.
First down and 10 for the Warren Lumberjacks from their own 39-yard line. Warren now, for the first time tonight, 2 scores behind. I think I'm right on that.
Yes, I believe you're correct, yeah.
Birds need to see if they can't hold on to that. Here come the Warren Lumberjacks. Wide outs on each side, 2 on each side. The wide side of the field is to the left. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback. Quarterback takes a snap. Now back to pass. Now we've got a penalty marker. It's going to be fired complete at the 35, down to 30, and the 25-yard line. Got a penalty marker back here at the 42-yard line.
Pretty sure that's going to be on the Ricebirds. Probably a hold, maybe. 36 yards on that. No? Well, yeah, it was.
Holding against the Ricebirds.
36 yards on that play to Fellows.
So the Ricebirds now will be backed up to their own 25-yard line. Here come the Warren Lumberjacks. First down and 10. Knocking on the door. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback. Quarterback now fires out to him. Complete at the 30 and shakes free from one tackle. And Keaton Byers came in, tried his best to chop that ball out, but he couldn't do it. And on the reception, Aaron Davis, and he's got the ball down well in the Ricebird red zone at the 14-yard line. First down and 10 for the Lumberjacks.
12 yards on that throw right out of the backfield, and another first down.
Denton takes a snap, fires toward the end zone, complete, touchdown on the reception, number 1, Josiah Steen.
Yeah, I don't think the Ricebirds want to put a linebacker on Steen there, but boy, he found a mismatch there and he exploited it. 14 yards. Steen has his second catch and the second touchdown. 14 yards, and it didn't take them long, did it?
No, it didn't.
5:56 left to go in the third quarter. Marquez on for the PAT.
Waiting on the snap. Kind of a high snap, but the hold is good, and the kick is up, and it is good. And the Warren Lumberjacks cut it back down to a 2-point deficit. The Ricebirds lead 44-42. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
For the past 80 years, Farmers and Merchants Bank has been more than just a bank. We've been deeply rooted in Arkansas, growing alongside the communities we serve. 80 years of trust, growth, and partnership with our community have made us who we are today, and we're excited for what's ahead. Farmers and Merchants Bank, in your corner, supporting the community we call home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. 2 locations for new vehicles, Chevrolet and GMC on 19th and Main, and out across from Max Prairie Wing for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's Petrus. They got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Warren has just scored to cut the Ricebird lead to 2, 44-42.
Short kick.
Yeah. And another one of the
it didn't go 10 yards.
It did not go 10 yards. Warren recovers it, but
No,
he caught it in the air. It did not go 10.
Yeah,
so.
he was at the 48 or 49 when he caught it. Now we saw that.
That's what we saw, and
we got a
great view of it. Exactly.
Yeah, he was not across the 50, and Coach Embry doesn't look happy. So I think that's maybe the call that we're going to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at the 49-yard line. I mean, very, very close. He was in the air, but he was not across the 50.
Yeah.
And I believe that's what the call is going to be.
And it got that big bounce that you want on an onside kick like that. I mean, it was a good kick.
Yeah, it was.
They just got on it too soon.
Yep.
And the Rice Birds now will have the ball. Good field position at the Warren 49-yard line. First down and 10. Golly, how many onside kicks have we had to field in the last 3 weeks?
3 weeks, yeah. I would say at least 10, at least. And we fielded them all.
Every one of them against DeWitt except one. That's right.
They got the very first one. And that was
Here come the Birds, first down and 10. And now the penalty marker comes sailing in.
I believe that's going to be on Coach.
Way after the fact.
I think that might be on Coach Embry. He was letting the referee have it over there.
And he's got his hat off, and he just he's throwing his arms up there.
Oh, okay. Okay, a sideline
warning,
which is no penalty at all.
None. Put 15 on it, and he'll straighten out.
Yeah.
First and 10 for the Rice Birds from the 49 of the Warren Lumberjacks. Got a little speed sweep coming to the near side. QT Johnson trying to turn the corner and does at the 50-yard line to the 45, down to about the 43. Brought down at that point by number 14, Colton Steen.
He's going to have 6 on that one, and that's going to put him over the 100-yard receiving mark. 7 catches, 101 receiving for QT.
From the 43-yard line of the Warren Lumberjacks, here come the Rice Birds. Fake and fires out. It is complete. Hayden Prine, look at him sidestep a defender and get an extra 3 yards.
Yeah, he's going to get 11 on that play, Hayden Prine, and that will give the Rice Birds a first down. And there's a Warren player down at the 31. Look like that. I don't know if that's a cramping situation or not, but
could be.
Yeah, well.
Coach Price is down there, tending to him real quick, and also the Rice Birds physician. Tending to him. Reed counts in there. Now he steps away as the Warren folks. And look at their coach is still giving that official what for down there, but he is just as wrong as he can be.
Yeah. I don't blame him there. I mean, for wanting that ball, but
oh yeah, sure.
But he was.
It was good effort, no question about that.
A great kick and a good play. Just grabbed it a little early.
Player still down here on the near side. We'll hang with it here just a few moments to see. Hopefully he'll pop up and be okay.
Yeah, can't see who it is with his.
The
way he's laying down.
Yeah,
I mean, it's one of the D-backs.
They've got him over on his back, and they're not
stretching
or anything like that.
They're not.
Coach Embry's come back over now.
And it almost looked like they were moving his leg around like maybe a knee or something, but he is up now. That's number 4. That's going to be Tayshawn Edwards. He's at the big game receiving.
Yeah.
He's moving pretty slow.
Kind of may got his bell rung a little bit because he's not limping or anything, but he's not real sure-footed either.
No, he's not. He's not.
Hope he'll be okay. Rice Birds will have it now at the Warren 32-yard line. First down and 10 after that Hayden Prine reception.
5:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Rice Birds with a 2-point lead, 44-42. We've got a lot of points on the board and a lot of time left. We're going to see some more points.
You bet. You could put this one in the slobber knocker category because it is a back and forth.
It is a
heavyweight.
It's a heavyweight title fight here.
It really is. It really is. Here come the Rice Birds breaking the huddle as the injured Jack makes it to the sideline. Quickly, Kane Price takes a snap. Fakes. Now it's going long. Into heavy coverage down there. Let's see. I believe it's caught by the Rice Birds. Caden Sims. Let's see. No official signal.
They're calling
it a touchback, an interception and a touchback.
And Caden Sims has the ball.
Caden Sims is carrying the ball. And now he's throwing a flag.
Wow. 2 players went up for the ball. The offensive player comes up with it, and they give it to the defense.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is tough to see right there. When the referees weren't that close to the play either, that is tough. That is a tough break there for the Rice Birds.
Goodness.
99.9% of the time they give it to the offense.
Sure.
This is a 1% of the time where they didn't. I don't see that at all. I mean, when the offensive player comes up with the ball, I don't see how you give it to the defense there. Wow.
An unsportsmanlike conduct will be tacked onto that, so it'll have the ball at the 35-yard line.
Maybe somebody asked the ref if they were blind, maybe, because 2 of them were on that play.
Yeah, they sure were.
So a big break there for the Lumberjacks.
You know, and you wonder, you've had all this tension from Coach Embry on that last play over there, and he just continues to harp on him.
Yeah, so he got the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. All right, here come the Warren Lumberjacks. First down and 10 from their own 35-yard line. 2 wideouts on each side. Straight back to pass. Fires across the middle. Incomplete. Intended receiver, I believe, was Steen, number 1.
Yes, it was. And he's slow getting up now. He was laid all out going for that pass across the middle. Didn't come up with it. Now he's down on the ground.
I'm telling you, they're beginning to wear out.
Yeah, I know. Boy, that's why that touchdown there would have been so huge.
Oh, absolutely.
For the Rice Birds to push that lead back up there just a little bit more.
Boy, Osteen is walking wobbly. He is not sure either.
Too.
Yeah, he is.
We have seen a little bit of everything here tonight, and we're still in the third quarter.
Second down, 10 coming up for the Warren Lumberjacks from their own 35-yard line. 5:02 to go here, third quarter. It is a heavyweight battle here tonight at Ned Mosley Stadium. A lot of playoff implications on the line here tonight. Here come the Warren Lumberjacks, again with 2 wideouts on each side. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback. Sends a man in motion. The hand to Davis in the line. Rice Birds are right there.
And not much there. Maybe a yard and a half for Davis, and that's it. It's going to be, just 1 yard, I think, is all they're going to give him.
Carmelo Mentor on the stop for the Birds.
16 carries, 73 yards, 1 touchdown for Davis so far in the game.
Here's another big third down and 9 coming up here, Brent.
It is a big one. It looked like Steen and Edwards are still on the bench for the Lumberjacks too.
Here come the Jacks. Quarterback takes a snap, back to pass, fires, got a man complete out to 43, sidesteps the defender and gets into Ricebird territory, still on his feet, and finally out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Pushed out finally by Jordan Miner, but a nice reception there by Blaze Fellows, and the Jacks get out from a deep hole.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of had to figure there that he was probably going to go to Fellows with Edwards and Steen on the bench, and he found him for 31 yards.
From the near hash mark, moving from the left to the right, the Jacks. Again, back to pass, getting some pressure. Now he just throws this one away in the general vicinity of a receiver that time.
That was number 34 over there, was in the area. Tyree Hampton. Knox Hillman was bearing down hard on Denton, forcing him to throw it away.
Second down, 10 coming up now for the Lumberjacks from the Stuttgart 32-yard line. 4:13 to go. Clock stops with the incompletion. 4:13 to go in the third quarter. Rice Birds with a 44-42 lead over the Warren Lumberjacks. Boy, the wide out on the left side is
way out there.
Oh, man, yeah, he's almost out there into that let's fake him out land.
Yeah.
Back to pass, looking, now getting some pressure, and he's going to throw this one away. Almost intercepted by Keaton Byers.
Almost, yeah.
I tell you, another step, and he'd have had it.
Yep. Absolutely. Keaton Byers dove for it, just couldn't come up with it, just a little short. But, hey, here's another third down, and this is where Warren has been picking up their yards tonight. It's been on the third down and long plays.
And I got to say that the Ricebird line has really forced those hurries on the last couple of hurries for the Jacks.
They have. Steen back out there now for the Lumberjacks. He's in the slot on the far side. No, it looks like
there was movement.
Yep, they left early. Yeah, their receiver took off early, and everybody on this side saw it, but nobody that had a flag saw it. 32 yards, the fellows on that one. I guess it's pretty easy to get open when you take off early.
Yeah.
And the Lumberjacks retake the lead, 48-44. 3:57 left in the third quarter. And they're going to go for 2 here. Try to punch it up to a 6-point lead.
Yep. Then the quarterback. Everybody's in tight. Sends a man in motion. Back to pass. Looking, fires, and it is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is no good. That leaves your score. The Warren Lumberjacks 48, the Stuttgart Ricebirds 44. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
At Blue Seal Petroleum, serving you is their privilege. Blue Seal extends a heartfelt thank you to their valued customers across Arkansas and surrounding counties. Your trust in Blue Seal for your fuel, tire, and service needs is truly appreciated. It's your loyalty that has fueled their commitment to excellence for over 80 years. From the entire team at Blue Seal Petroleum, thank you for choosing them. They're here for you always. When you need them, call Blue Seal in DeWitt at 870-946-2281. And for Stuttgart, call 870-673-3126.
Welcome back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus Auto Group. They got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Warren's kicker moves up, puts his foot into it, end over end kick. It's going to hit out of bounds and goes out of bounds. The Ricebirds could take it at the 35 or have them re-kick. I believe we're going to take it at the 35.
Yep. Yeah, I think so. The Ricebirds had a 9-point lead, but the Lumberjacks came back with 2 touchdowns after the interception in the end zone, and they now have a 4-point lead, 48-44, still 3:57 left in the third period.
Not real sure I understand why he wouldn't go for the sure point, but anyway, here we go. Handoff into the line, and a little bit of running room. The hole clogged up pretty quick for Taekwon Hall.
Going to pick up about 5. We're going to give him on first down, so a nice gainer on first down for Hall.
Taekwon's got it out to the 40-yard line. Second down, 5 for the Ricebirds from their own 40. 3:33 to go. Clock moving here in the third quarter. Price, quarterback, takes a snap, straight back to pass, looking. Now he's going to roll to his right. Still looking, fires, got a man complete. First down, and I believe that is Caden Sims, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. Number 17, Caden Sims. He's going to take it into Lumberjack territory, 14 yards and a first down.
46-yard line of the Lumberjacks. Ricebirds break the huddle from the far hash mark. Birds moving from the right to the left on your radio dial, from the south to the north, headed toward the beautiful new Ricebird Arena here on the sports complex. Handoff, Taekwon Hall starts right and then just right into the line. He's just going to power his way down to about the 43-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 3.
Yep. Taekwon Hall unable to break off a long run here in the second half, but I think he's got one coming.
3 wide outs to the left for the Ricebirds, which is the wide side of the field. Price back to pass, looking, fires, got a man complete. That's Jackson at the 40, and he's going to be pulled down right at the first down marker. Let's see.
I think he's got it.
Yep, it is. First down for the Ricebirds at the Warren 36-yard line. 2:41 to go. Clock moving here in the third quarter.
Yep, 2:34, as you mentioned. A lot of time left here. Birds need to punch one in here.
Straight back to pass. Price looking. Fires, got QT Johnson complete. And the ball is loose, and the Warren Lumberjacks recover. QT got hit, knocked the ball out, and it was recovered by number 14.
And there's another
Colton
late flag coming out there. Not sure who that penalty will be on. It's going to be, I'm sure it'll be a personal foul.
And let's see. Dead ball foul.
On Warren.
It's on Warren. That's a surprise.
Yeah, something new there.
Yeah.
So that's going to back them up. QT caught that tunnel screen there. Didn't have a whole lot of room to run. It was hit by 2 or 3 Lumberjacks. The ball comes loose, and the Lumberjacks were the only ones there to fall on it. But they are going to get back up 15 now.
And they're going to set the ball down at the Warren 23-yard line, and that's where they'll have it. First down and 10. They hadn't moved the chains. Now they're going to on the far side, but it'll be first down and 10 for the Jacks at that point as they get the turnover, the fumble from QT.
And it's going to be imperative on the defense here to keep this as a one-score game. Still a lot of time left, but you want to keep this as a one-score game. Maybe the Rice Birds can get to Denton here and force a turnover.
They're just getting to me, Brent, they're just getting a little more pressure all the time.
Right. Yep, they are.
2 wide outs on each side. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback. Jackson Denton calls for the ball, takes, hands off. Using the blockers right into the line, up to close to the 25-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 2 on the play.
2 yards for Davis right up the middle. Not much there. Defensive line of the Rice Birds doing a pretty good job there. Dakin Duncan, Carmelo Minner in there.
From the near hash mark, moving from the left to the right. Here come the Jacks. Back to pass, fires, and the intended receiver didn't turn around. He was wide open, but he did not turn around for it in time. That was number 34, Tyree Hampton.
Yeah, he broke outside. I believe he was supposed to break inside.
Inside, yeah.
And it just didn't work there. So third down and 8 here, and this has been where they've really been picking up the yardage here tonight. I know I've said it time and time again, but, boy, they have done a good job on third down of picking up those first downs and more. So this would be a big play here for both teams.
Ricebird defense digs in. You got to wonder if they got an incompletion here, if Warren would try it on fourth down.
Yeah.
Back to pass, looking, fires, and he's got a man complete, got a first down. At the 35, out to the 40, and down at the 41 of Warren, and a fresh set of downs for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, wide open there. Rian Reap, number 3. He kind of got lost over there on the sidelines. He picks up 16 yards, and that's another third down conversion for the Lumberjacks. 1:26 left to go here.
2 wide outs on each side, single back standing to the left, now to the right of the quarterback. Jackson Denton claps his hands for the ball, takes hands off to the back, and the back's going, well, he breaks away. Bo Barnes had him for a loss, but he broke out of Bo's tackle and gets it forward for a gain.
Gain of about 6, and then he slips down, or he might have had a first down. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. It'll be second down 4.
To the 47-yard line. 44, 43, 42 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Ricebirds trail Warren 48-44.
The Lumberjack offense is slowing down, calling their plays just a little bit here.
Man in motion, that's Hampton. Straight back to pass. Now airing it out long. Got a man complete at the Ricebird 35. Breaks a tackle, puts the ball on the ground, picks it up, and scores a touchdown.
Boy, talk about a lucky break. The lucky breaks are going their way tonight.
I'm telling you.
He fumbled the ball, and it bounced right to him. That's Steen on the catch. It's going to be 53 yards. And like I said, big plays are the name of the game for their offense tonight. That's 2 touchdowns now where they've had plays like that, where they fumbled it and caught it, and then they bobbled it one and caught it and got a touchdown on it. So that was 53 yards to Steen. They extend their lead out now to a 10-point lead, 54-44. Marquez on for the extra point.
Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it looks good, and it is good. And the Warren Lumberjacks stretch their lead 55-44 over the Stuttgart Ricebirds. We'll be back with more Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM in 30 seconds.
Pico Foods says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
And welcome back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Warren Lumberjacks have stretched their lead out over the Ricebirds. They lead 55-44 with 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's a high end-over-end short kick. It's going to be taken at about the 19, coming back across the 20, 25, and that's going to be about it. Maybe the 26 or 7, just depending on where they mark the forward progress.
That ball probably would have gone out of bounds.
Yes.
If we don't catch it there. 11 seconds left, so time for 1 or 2 plays here in the third quarter.
And the Ricebirds don't need to get their dauber down, and you're starting to see a little bit of some frustration, slinging some helmets around and so forth. Ricebirds need to stay in it. There's plenty of time. Ricebirds can score quick, too. Warren late bringing on number 5, Aaron Davis. Kane Price takes a snap, back to pass, looking, now rolling to his left, looking, fires, got Jackson complete across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 36-yard line, about a yard short of a first down. Going to be a yard short, second down 1 coming up, and let's see, he went out of bounds, so that stopped the clock with 3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Second down and 1. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Single back, standing to the right of Price. Takes, hands off. Taquan Hall, and he's got a first down and more. They say he stepped out of bounds back here at about the 47-yard line, but a nice play.
And then got hit 10 yards further down the field.
And that's going to be it for 3 quarters of action. The Stuttgart Ricebirds trail the Warren Lumberjacks 55-44. We've got 1 quarter left. Hang in there, folks. Ricebird fans, we still got a lot of football yet to play. We'll be back with 4th quarter action from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart in 1 minute.
Looking for your dream home? Let Brothers Realty make it a reality. From charming starter homes to spacious family houses, Sandra Brothers and her experienced team are here to guide you every step of the way. Thinking of selling? They'll help you get top dollar for your property. Visit their new location at 2006 South Main Street in Stuttgart. Browse listings online at brothers-realty.com or call 870-659-4218 today. Brothers Realty, your trusted partner in Southeast Arkansas real estate.
Are you tired of unreliable internet service? Do you constantly run over your data plan? Are you having trouble getting internet service where you live? With TextStream high-speed internet, you'll get consistent high speeds and low latency that doesn't stop at city limits. TextStream high-speed internet is perfect for homes, small and large businesses, farmers, and hunting clubs. You'll be able to stream, game, and surf with no interruptions. Servicing Arkansas, Lone Oak, Prairie, Jefferson, and Lincoln counties. TextStream is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet solution. Call toll-free 866-268-0101 or visit techstream.net.
Welcome back to 4th quarter action. Kane Price takes a snap. Rolling to his right, looking, fires. He's got a man in the center of the field, wide open, complete. That's Jackson at the 40. He's got a first down at the 38-yard line.
Jeremiah Jackson found a hole right in the middle of the defense and Price scrambled around long enough to find him. He's going to pick up 14.
This is Ricebird football powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you joining us tonight for Ricebird football. Birds trail 55-44, just underway, fourth quarter. Kane Price fakes, keeps it himself, just dancing around, and he is going to get some positive yardage down to about the 38-yard line, I believe, Brent?
I think so. It looks like he's going to have about 6 on the first down.
Nice fake into the line, Taquan Hall. He just shoves it back down and dances around and gets what he can.
That's 93 yards on the ground for Kane, including his 4 touchdowns on the ground.
Second down, a long 3, short 4 for the Ricebirds. Price takes a snap, back to pass, fires across the middle, got a man complete. Taquan Hall at the 20, the 15, all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the same play that Hall took for a touchdown last week at Monticello,
yes.
But he takes it down to the 10 here against Warren.
First down, goal to go now for the Ricebirds from the 10-yard line. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Price takes a snap, rolling now to his right. Looking, fires toward the end zone. Got a man complete. Touchdown, Ricebirds. Jeremiah Jackson.
Jeremiah Jackson was just standing there.
He was.
Right in the end zone, and Kane put it right on the money. Jeremiah Jackson picks up the touchdown. He now has 64 yards receiving and 1 touchdown on the night, and the Ricebirds desperately needed a touchdown there. If they somehow didn't come up with a touchdown there, they were going to be in some deep trouble here, I think, tonight. But they get the touchdown to cut it back to a 1-score game. Dawson McKelvey on for the PAT. Kick is up, and it is
good. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds cut into the lead. They trail 55-51. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM in 30 seconds.
Shop pink this October at Coker Hampton as we support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Find meaningful gifts, self-care items, and trusted pharmacy care for every stage of your journey. Visit us at 218 South Main Street in downtown Stuttgart. Call, text, or FaceTime the gift shop at 870-659-0777. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We'd love to see you.
And we welcome you back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart for Ricebird football. Ricebirds have just scored. Kickoff. It's going to be fielded at the 36-yard line, and now they're going to call a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, he grabbed the back of his jersey. I'm not sure
there was any.
No, he grabbed the numbers on the back. That's not sure that's a horse collar tackle there.
And I may be wrong. It could be something else, but he sure threw it in that direction.
No, that's what he's going to call. And the Ricebird tackler there had him by the numbers on the back, because you can see where his jersey was pulled up. He had him by the numbers. That's not a horse collar tackle.
But that's going to be the call.
Yep.
Riceburg's not going to get any calls tonight.
Yeah,
Embry is working those guys too hard on that far side.
It can't be a horse collar if you don't grab anywhere around the collar. And he
and
he had 2 fistfuls of numbers there. That's what he had. He had a 3 and a 4. But he pulled him down from behind, and I guess that's good enough for a call.
Riceburg special teams have done a good job. Warren was going to have it about the 36-yard line. Now they're going to have it in Riceburg territory at the 49-yard line. 11:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. Of course, I don't know if there's any difference in that 15 yards with them or not.
You're right. It might not be.
3 wide outs to the right. Ball's right in the center of the field, right on that big maroon S in the center of the field here. Handoff to number 5 into the line, and the pile is just kind of going to push forward to about the 47 of the Ricebirds.
We'll give him a gain of 2 on the play. 19 carries, 83 yards for Davis on the ground. And like slow getting up, but there they are. It's Carmelo Minner in the bottom of the pile. Clock rolling here, 10:40 left. Warren with the 55 to 51 lead here. We've crossed the century mark in total points tonight.
Yeah. Well, Coach Price said it might be 10:30 before this one's over tonight. He's probably not going to miss it too far.
Right. He'd be right. Defense needs to come up with a stop any way they can here, and it's going to be a timeout warrant.
Timeout, Warren. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Every tackle, every touchdown, Stuttgart stands tall behind the Ricebirds, and so does Sutherland's on 22nd Street. From bad boy mowers to lumber, plumbing, appliances, and furniture, Sutherland's has the tools and the know-how to keep this town running strong. Proud to support the Stuttgart Ricebirds, because at Sutherland's, friendly service and hometown pride always play on the same team.
Welcome back to Stuttgart Ricebird Football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Don't forget, 2 locations for new vehicles, Chevrolet and GMC, located on 19th and Main. And then out across from Max Prairie Wing, it's Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Petrus, they got your automotive needs on the Grand Prairie covered. 2nd down and 8 for the Warren Lumberjacks.
Ball's out.
Ball is out, and there might be the turnover that the Ricebirds need. And
Yeah,
yes,
it is.
the Ricebirds recover.
Knox Hillman comes out of the pile with the ball there.
Yes, sir.
Aaron Davis takes it around the right side, and he was probably going to have enough for a first down, but he was popped, and the ball came flying out of there. The Knox Hillman was Johnny on the spot. And
telling you.
And he picks up the ball, and that's a huge turnover. That's exactly what the Ricebirds needed there. With 10-12 left, let's see if they can regain the lead here. They take over at the 39.
Knox, you block off. Hillman got the fumble recovery, and the Birds in business. 1st down and 10 from their own 39-yard line, trailing by 4. Price takes a snap. Back to pass, looking, fires across the middle. Got a man wide open at the 50, 40-yard line, down to the 35 of the Warren Lumberjacks.
Caden Sims was wide open there right in the middle of the field, and he takes it deep into Lumberjack territory there.
Birds have it 1st down and 10 at the Lumberjack 35-yard line. 10 minutes to go in this one.
26 yards on that play.
Here come the Birds from the far hash mark, moving from the left to the right. Price takes a late pitch to Taquan Hall.
He's going to have about 5, though, on 1st down.
Brought down by number 14, Colton Steen for the Lumberjacks.
17 carries, 110 yards for a Hall. 2nd down and 5 now for the Birds.
From the near hash mark, going to send 3 wide outs to the left. Jackson, Johnson, and I believe Horde. Straight back to pass, looking, getting some pressure. Eluding defenders. Ricebird linemen better watch it because they don't want to get caught for a hold. And look at Kane Price as he turns the corner on the far sideline. He ran about 50 yards.
He did.
But he gets it out of bounds in the red zone of the Warren Lumberjacks.
He's going to gain 13 yards on that play, even though he ran about 30.
Yeah. With 9:04 to go in the 4th quarter, here come the Ricebirds. Fresh set of downs, 1st down and 10. They've got it marked at 2nd, but it's 1st down and 10. Taquan Hall.
Oh, don't get a late hit out there. One of our linemen and one of their linemen were kind of going at it just a little bit late there, but no flag was thrown. A gain of 4 on the play for Hall.
I believe that was Scobie, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was.
And he went over and patted him on the head.
Yeah.
So they're all good.
That's where you play to the whistle, I guess.
Yeah,
there.
That's right. That's right. Here come the Ricebirds now. 2nd down and
6.
About 6. Ball's on the near hash mark. Birds moving from the left to the right. QT Johnson in motion. A little shovel pass to him on a speed sweep.
There's a hold. It's coming back, and I think, and I believe it was too. It was right on the corner there. Johnson was going to have a few yards on the play, but this is going to back the Ricebirds up now. Be a hold right there right there on the corner when Johnson was trying to turn it up the field.
And it's going to back the ball up to the to the Warren 24-yard line. 8:11 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Let's take it down in about 16.
Price takes a snap. Quickly fires out. Got a man complete inside the 15-yard line.
Jamarian Horde out there at the 17.
Boy, he threaded the needle on that too, didn't he, Brent?
He threw that one quick, and there was a lumberjack right
there. I'm telling you, he really threaded the needle. And the angle that you and I have on that, we could really tell that was a small window that he got that ball in.
Kind of a dangerous pass.
Third down and a long 5, short 6 coming up now for the Rice Birds. 7.5 minutes to go. Birds trail by 4. Back to pass. Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the end zone. Just overthrows the outstretched arms of Jeremiah Thomas. Oh, he was open.
He was. He was open, but Price was on a rollout that time and just put a little too much under it there. Yep. He was open coming out of the backfield, but Price got it up in the air a little bit, and he's got that wind at his back as well, and just overthrew him. So Rice Birds have a 4th and 6 here.
4th down, 6 to go for the Rice Birds.
Hayden Prine coming on late there.
From the 13-yard line of the Warren Lumberjacks. Timeout, Stuttgart. Rice Birds are going to take a timeout. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Rice Bird Football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Red River Ford Toyota is the fastest growing Toyota dealership in Arkansas. They also have those great Ford trucks and SUVs. Visit Red River at 1903 North Falls Boulevard in Wynn. Call them at 870-238-7770 or visit them online at redriverfordtoyota.com. You can even do everything online and they'll deliver your vehicle to you. And with many makes and models on their pre-owned lot, you're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs. Red River Ford Toyota, 1903 North Falls Boulevard in Wynn, Arkansas.
And we welcome you back one more time to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Cited tonight's big 8-4A conference matchup where the Warren Lumberjacks lead the Stuttgart Rice Birds 55-51 with 7:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Rice Birds facing a big 4th down and 6 from the 13 of the Lumberjacks. Man in motion out of the backfield. That's Keaton Byers. Oh, and the ball's on the ground and still on the ground, and the Warren Lumberjacks are going to recover it back here at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, just a little bit of a low snap, and Kane was unable to catch it that time.
And really, Brent, I think we're lucky they didn't pick it up and score a touchdown because there was 3 Lumberjacks around it, and there wasn't a Rice Bird anywhere.
No, there wasn't. So the Birds force a turnover, drive it down the field, and then the Lumberjacks force one. Well, I don't think they really forced that one there. That was just a low snap, but they get the turnover back anyway and keep the Rice Birds off the board.
7:18 to go. Warren with the ball, 1st down and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Hand off Davis into the line. He gets out to the 35-yard line. Pickup of a couple.
Yep. Gain of 2 on the play. 7:10 left to go and the clock rolling here. Warren has a 4-point lead, 55-51. And they have a little bit of momentum here picking up that turnover.
Yeah. And they're taking their time, obviously, too.
Mm-hmm.
Man in motion out of the backfield.
Nice defense that time.
Oh, perfect defense against Josiah Steen.
Rice Birds read that screen all the way. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
That is all. Rice Bird defense digs in now. Kipton carrying on that last stop for the Birds. They're taking their time. They're going to milk the play clock all the way down. Game clock's at 6:20. Play clock's at 15. Here come the Lumberjacks. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Big 3rd down and 8. Back to pass. Looking, fires across the middle. Incomplete. Really not a Lumberjack anywhere close. I don't get that. Cordero Berry had a good shot at it. Keaton Byers was back there as well.
Yeah, Steen was down there, but he wasn't even close to the ball.
Now let's see what Embry does here. Is he going to outcoach himself, or is he going to punt?
Man, you got to punt this one.
You know, I mean,
have to punt this one. At the 35.
Yeah.
Now, if you're at midfield, maybe not. But yeah, it looks like he's going to punt. Steen is back there, but you never know. He might take over and run with the ball.
That's exactly right.
Keaton Byers back deep.
4th down and 8. Warren at their own 35. Oh, and he fumbles the kick. Come on, if the Ricebirds can get on him. Oh, he's going to turn the corner and get a first down.
No, I think he got out.
Did he get him out?
He did not. He stepped out of bounds at the 40.
Woo.
He is short. He is just a little bit short. Woo. Boy, the Ricebirds. Wow. It was a bad snap. Steen bobbled it, and the Ricebirds got in there on him. But, boy, he used his speed to get to the corner. But
golly, and I thought for all the world, look at this guy. He's going to turn that into a first down.
Yeah, but boy, he didn't get it. The Birds forced him out of bounds about 3 yards short of the first down, and they hold and take over at the Warren 40. So a big defensive stop there. Let's see if the offense can punch it in here.
Birds have got to make something happen on this trip. Here they come to the line from the far hash mark, moving from the left to the right. The Birds in all maroon. 2 wideouts to the right. Handoff into the line. A couple down to about the 38.
Jeremiah Thomas on the carry. He gets 2, and that's it. Warren run defense has done pretty well tonight.
5:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Ricebirds trail by 4, 55-51. 3 wideouts to the right. Single back standing beside the quarterback, Price. He takes the snap, back to pass. Rolling now to his right. Looks, fires. He's got Jeremiah Jackson, and he gets hammered the moment that he caught the ball. Number 14, Colton Steen, in there on the coverage for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, jarred the ball loose that time from Jackson. He didn't really have a chance there.
Right.
Price did what he could there to try to stretch it out and get the pass down there to Jackson, but boy, a nice hit from Steen.
3rd down and 8 for the Ricebirds from the Warren 38. Price takes the snap. Chased out of the pocket, looks, got a man complete. First down inside the 25-yard line.
I believe that's Barnes. Yes, Bo Barnes. Takes it down to the 23, 15 yards on that reception for Barnes, and a first down.
From the 24, from the far hash mark, here come the Ricebirds. Christian Henson, the center, down over the ball. Kane Price calling the signals. Takes the snap, rolling to his right. Going to fake the pitch. He's going to keep it himself down to the 10-yard line.
Kane Price on the quarterback keeper around the near side. Picked up a couple blocks, and boy, another big run by Kane. Takes it down to the 10, and the Ricebirds have to punch it in here. These 10 yards have really been tough tonight for the Birds to get.
Taquan Hall really running some good interference for him out there, Brent.
Absolutely.
And he was in that position for a pitch if he needed be.
Yep. 119 yards on the ground by Kane tonight.
3 wideouts to the left. That's Johnson, Pride, and Jackson. Handoff. Hall into the line. Got him a hole at the 5. The pile continues to push down to about the 4-yard line.
See where they're going to mark it. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. Yep, 6 yards on that carry. I think I would try to punch it in there on the ground here on 2nd down and see what you can get. 2nd down, goal to go from the 4. 4:23 left.
Same 3 wideouts to the left. Johnson, Prine, and Jackson. Taquan Hall lined up to the right of Price. Ball's on the near hash mark. They move Hall to the left side. Price takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. Follow Hall into the line. Down to about the 3, and that's going to about do it. Maybe the 2.
The 2, yeah. He gets down to the 2. Picks up 2 yards there. 3rd down. I'm going to run it again here if I'm Coach Price. Yep.
He's bringing in the big guns.
Yeah, bringing Barnes.
Here comes Bo Barnes.
Yeah, bringing Barnes as that blocking wing back here.
Yeah.
Third down, goal to go from the 2.
Jamarion Horde checks out. Here come the Birds from the near hash mark. He takes a snap. Hall walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice Birds.
Taekwon Hall takes it the final 2 yards. Good blocking around the left side there of the line, and the Rice Birds regain the lead here, 57-55. And we want to kick the extra point here, but the offense is out there. No, we want to kick the extra point to go up by 3, don't we? Ooh, boy, this is a gamble. Let's hope we get it.
Yeah. Yeah, because a field goal, and they've got a good field goal kicker. He'll beat you.
Yeah,
Kane Price is going to go into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. All that second guessing for naught.
I know that was a little bit of a gamble, but
it was a gamble. It was a huge gamble. It sure was.
But boy, it paid off. Now the Rice Birds have a 4-point lead.
3:28 to go in the fourth quarter. We're back with more Stuttgart Rice Bird football in 30 seconds.
Whether you've got 100 acres to mow or just some brush out back, show Brush who's boss. Wood's line of rotary cutters match a variety of tractors and applications, so you can start clearing tall grass or tough brush right away. With high lift blades and deeper decks for a better overall cut quality, you won't find any other rotary cutters that keep your land in line like Wood's. Stop in to Prairie Implement Company in Stuttgart to find the right Wood's rotary cutter for your next job.
Welcome back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Dawson McKelvey puts his foot into it, drills it down. It's going to be picked up at the 26-yard line. Ricebird special teams converging. A little bit of speed and turning the corner on the far sideline, but the Ricebird special teams catch him before he can turn the corner, brings him down, and let's see, we've got a couple of, let's see, looks like 23 and 30. We've got Tristan Robinson, also Jacob Eagle, special teams.
That was Blaze Fellows on the return. He takes it out to the 34, so pretty good coverage.
Warren with the ball, first down and 10 at their own 34-yard line. 3:19 to go in the game. Ricebirds lead by 4, 59-55. Jackson Denton, the quarterback, quickly fires out into the flats. Got a man complete across the 40, 45, still on his feet across midfield, down to the Ricebird 45-yard line. Move the sticks for the Warren Lumberjacks.
Yeah, that's going to be 21 yards to Aaron Davis there. And I think the Ricebirds were maybe trying to strip the ball out instead of getting the tackle.
Yeah.
Davis picked up some extra yardage there.
Ricebirds making some changes here. Carmelo Mentor, one of them that's coming off the field. 2 wideouts to each side. Man in motion. Takes a snap, hands off to the back, standing to his right. He's got it covered up with both hands.
Yeah.
And look at there, Jeremiah Jackson.
Jeremiah Jackson cuts the legs out from Davis. Going to be a gain of 2.
Second down and 8 from the Stuttgart 43-yard line. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Clock moving.
Warren has 2 timeouts. Stuttgart has 1.
Warren taking a lot of time.
They are. We don't mind that.
No. But they don't have to have a lot of time to score.
You're right. You're
3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Sends a man in motion from the right, lines up in the slot, hands off Davis into the line, and Ricebirds trip him up at the 40-yard line, falls forward to about the 39 of the Ricebirds. 2:11 to go, clock moving. Ricebirds with a 4-point lead, 59-55.
4 yards on that play for Davis, 3rd down and 4. Lumberjacks getting that play in from Hembry.
Ricebird marching band is really making some noise.
Yep.
Student section on their feet down to our right.
Ricebird fans as well getting on their feet.
3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff. Davis into the line. He's got a first down inside the Ricebird 35-yard line down to the 33.
He's going to have 5.
Clock stops while they move the chain. 1:38 to go.
Riceburg defense just don't give up any big plays. Make them take their time down the field, and then we'll see what happens. But just don't let them have anything big.
Love a turnover right now.
Yep.
Again, man in motion from the right to the left. Jackson Denton's going to air this one out long. And it's going to be picked up by the Rice Birds. Back across the 15, the 20, the Birds have the ball.
Keaton Byers from the safety spot cut right over in front of the receiver and picked it off. And then he kind of stumbled, Lynn, I tell you.
Yeah.
He could have had
a lot more yards.
A lot more yardage, but that's okay. We'll take it right there. Keaton Byers, you can see that coming all the way up here. Keaton was reading that all the way and picked it off right at about the 10-yard line and then made his way out to the 24.
Holy cow, Rice Birds get the turnover. They've got it at their own 24-yard line, 1:14 to go. The Warren Lumberjacks have 2 timeouts remaining.
Rice Birds just need to pick up maybe 1 first down, and that'll do it.
And that could do it. Warren running somebody in on there late.
Yep, and that's not going to get much.
It's not. Handoff Taquan Hall, brought down by number 50, and that's Embry.
He's going to get to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Lumberjacks called timeout with 1:08 to go on the game clock. Rice Birds with the ball, 2nd down and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Still a lot of football to play.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The Rice Birds just need to hold on to the ball and try to pick up a first down some way here, and then they can take a knee. But, boy, this is a big 10 yards to get because you know that Warren knows that the Birds probably not going to throw the ball here, so they're going to key on that run. But this could be a situation where you fake it to Hall and, Price can scramble and run it or, run it. Well, I don't think you want to run an option pitch here, but –
Keaton Byers on his knees down here in front of us. Boy, everybody's coming up, slapping him on the back. Here come the Rice Birds on 2nd down and 10 from their own 24-yard line. 1:08 to go. Price is going to keep it himself just right into the line.
He's going to get about 4 on that play.
Only close to 5.
Yeah,
Brent. Looks like because they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it at the 29. So 3rd down and 5 coming up now for the Rice Birds as Warren uses their final timeout with 1:03 to go in this one. Warren will be out of timeouts after this. Rice Birds, if they can get a first down, they can kneel this one out and put it in the win column.
Right. And Rice Birds are going to have to keep it on the ground here just in case they don't pick up the first down. Then run all of the play clock down, call timeout, punt. But, boy, we sure would love to see them get those 5.5 yards right here.
I love Hayden Prime, but I don't want to see him punting here.
No, I don't either.
I want a first down right here if we can get it. That will seal it if the Birds can get a first down. Biggest play of the night so far, and there's been some big ones.
Yep.
Here we go. 3rd down and 5. From the Rice Bird 29-yard line, Kane Price, quarterback. Takes a snap, starts right, cuts back into the line, and dives forward. He's got a first down, I believe. Oh, now the guy's going to come over here and going to mark it short.
No, I'm not sure. I think he's going to mark it right on that line. If he's on the line,
it's a first down.
Yeah, let's see. It all depends on where they put the ball down. Ooh, where they put it down, it might be a little short, but I think they need to measure. Yeah, they're going to have to measure. I think he might Man, I don't know.
He sure didn't get a great spot because
I think his knees went down, and then he stuck the ball out, and they're going to mark it back where your knees are. I think he might have it by a stripe on the ball.
All right, here comes a change as they're going to stretch it out. First down, Rice Birds! Oh, my goodness. Kane Price gets that 5 yards and an inch that he needed.
Yes, that is it. 5 yards and an inch, and he got it barely, and he's going to pick up a first down, and that is the biggest play of the game. Right next to Keaton Byers' huge interception right there that turned the ball over for the Rice Birds. And now they can take a knee here
Don't even have to snap it here for 15 seconds. They can
That's
take
right.
it down to 33 before they even have to snap it.
Absolutely. And then just take one.
And then take one knee after that.
And that should do it.
And we got one in the win column here against the Warren Lumberjacks.
I'll tell you what, it wasn't easy.
Boy, it wasn't. Good night. And Ricebirds are going to call their final timeout with 32 seconds to go in this one. And the Birds are going to put it in the win column, barring some unforeseen miracle by Warren.
Yeah, you know what? And about midway through the third quarter, this game was looking like whoever had the ball last was going to win it. You know, and even up to 2 minutes ago, I kind of thought that's the way it was. You know, Warren was kind of slowly driving, you know, and picked up some yardage. But boy, then that big interception didn't put just a little bit too much air under it.
Yeah.
And Keaton read it all the way and made a fantastic
we had
play
a
on the
perfect
ball.
angle on watching that too.
Yeah, perfect play.
All right, the Ricebirds are going to be in the victory formation.
There they are. QT Johnson is back way deep just in case of a bad snap.
And again, why wouldn't you get behind center for this?
I agree, but we never do that, so we never practice that. So, you know, that's not something
they take a snap. And they've got a – well, they didn't reset they did not reset the play clock. That's it. The Stuttgart Ricebirds, 17, 16, 15. They're lining up. They're greeting each other. The Ricebirds have put this one in the win column.
We saw a little bit of everything here tonight, but the best thing we saw is that scoreboard right there, and it reads 59-55 for the home team.
And there's all zeros on it. The Stuttgart Ricebirds have defeated the Warren Lumberjacks by a final score of 59-55. We've got the Blue Seal Petroleum post-game show coming your way. Brent will have our end-of-the-game stats. We'll try to get some other scores from around, and we'll finish this one up here tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Once again, the Ricebirds beat the Lumberjacks 59-55. We'll be back with the Blue Seal Petroleum post-game show in 5 minutes.
A generator is one of those things you never think about until you really need it. Luckily, Durden's in Stuttgart is your local authorized Generac dealer, and that means we can sell, install, and provide warranty service on your generator. And that's a big deal because a generator is a big investment, and you're depending on it to work properly when you need it. Call us today at 673-1356 to learn more about home backup options